We are live. Ooh, that was like perfect timing.
DJ
Ooh.
Danny.
Shit.
Woo. Look at that, dude. You work
What up,
wedding
people?
receptions?
No. Have
Good,
you
I
done
don't
that
even-
before? Have you you probably recorded for a wedding before, haven't you?
I have, yes, I've done, but I've filmed some weddings before. I have been the DJ at a wedding a time or two.
Yeah.
I never play any Cosmic Jive though.
Oh.
I've had to fight the urge to, bring a merch table, start
That's the opportune moment.
mixing my own stuff in. Yeah, who wouldn't want their
I got
wedding
t-shirts.
hijacked and turned into a late 90s European rave? What up? Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I should have played
Drew Key.
Drew
Oh.
5000.
She snapped- See, I don't even know who that is. I did watch this clip that she's talking about, though. Do you want to watch it?
Oh, always. Let's go. I love a clip.
We can watch it, but
Coffee.
just give me a little sec to introduce the show here today. It's the Clout Route, of course. You know that. What up, Andy? What up, Kango? What up, Headbug?
Hello. Fancy.
Today, what do we got? Okay. We got black
Stuff.
coffee because I love blacks.
It's
Black
good.
coffee.
That's
Black
good.
coffee today, okay. But no, we've got Switch 2 fun. We've got Elon and Trump's unfortunate falling out. Friendship ended. We've got, what else do we've got? We've got KSI, Piers Morgan, Casey Tron, Tectone, Aiden Ross is not. Oh my god, I fucking hate Aiden Ross, dude. This clip, nasty as fuck. Okay. But Aiden Ross is in here. We've got JD went on Theo Vaughn's show. Woo! We love that.
Oh, that's always a good time. Ooh.
You couldn't get
Or
two
couch.
dumber. You couldn't get two dumber motherfuckers to sit down and do a podcast. I mean,
Dude,
we're
the
gunning.
brain power in that room.
We're gunning for them, but by God, dude.
I mean, to be honest,
Dude,
Danny, you
dude
and I
just
have
fucking-
sat in a few barns with a couple Theo Vaughns. I don't know. I don't want to say maybe a JD Vance or two been in there. But
I don't
yeah,
know
that's
anybody that fucks couches. Let's be real.
fair enough.
That's weird. That's too far. That's actually weird. That's actually weird, JD. The couch thing. It's weird. But yes, we'll get to that. And of course, this is like a more political day than we've had in a long time. Imagine that.
No.
Yeah, let's talk shit.
I came prepared in my red, white, and blue.
I love that. But of course, sorry to say, the patent's still pending. But the back half of the show, you got to save it for the end because it makes me sick. But we've got JOHMATALK, folks. JOHMATALK, okay? Fucking, let's hit some.
The Joma zone.
It's the Joma zone, baby. Got Joma news. Always some good Joma news. Okay, so wait for that. But we got
Can't
plenty of stuff before that nonsense. Okay, nobody. Okay, that's like an after lunch deal, you know. Yeah. We'll save the Jomas. We'll save it. I don't want to make you,
Maybe skip.
I don't want
lunch.
to ruin your morning.
You might want to hold off.
Mm-mm.
Keep
Well,
it light at least.
There are some things that we'll get to before we get to the Jomas that actually might make you sick. So I just recommend don't eat maybe this show.
Keep
Like
the
not
coffee
during maybe
rolling.
popcorn, maybe. You can do popcorn. Did you see that clip of I didn't grab it or anything, but I saw this clip the other day of Trump at the grocery store for some reason with the whole Secret Service or multiple people with him, whatever. and he just walks up to like a display, and it's Utz, you know, like the chips.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's Utz popcorn. Well, you better hurry up and eat, Jade. And he grabs this fucking popcorn down. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta have it," and he like tosses it to the Secret Service.
I think that had to be AI, right? There's no way he was. What was he doing in the grocery store?
What does he need Utz popcorn for? Ew.
Walks up to the butcher. Hello, I'd like a double cheeseburger, please. I can do the fries. The fries, I can do those myself. You just let me back there. What do you mean there's no drive-through?
Do they have a McDonald's in this Walmart?
So is this where you kill the cows back here? That's crazy.
So yeah, we'll get to all that. Okay, folks. It's an early morning. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, all of y'all in chat. What do we got? What do we got? Is there Headbug says, we are the backbone of this fan base. That's right. Thank you.
You're goddamn right.
You are right. What would we do without you guys? No, for real. I was being jokey at first, but then when I said it, I'm like, yeah, but really though. But really though, where would we be without you? But let's see. Headbug says Elon and Trump need a strong cup of tea and some crumpets. Some tea and crumpets.
Yeah, a couple of downers in the mix might be good.
A beer, maybe. You know, Keemstar always says a couple sips of beer solves all your problems.
Dude, what they need to do is get a couple of cases of Hulk Hogan's Real American beer and just sit down and talk things out. We don't talk to each other like we used to anymore, brother.
What up, Sleek? Nice to see you. Yes, we are a Sunday show today. Okay.
Until next week. And then we're back to Tuesday for next week.
Father's Day. KFC in Yemen. Like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You think that little that Houthi pirate dude that Hassan had on works at a KFC?
What do they say? Put the biscuits in the bag, bro, at a KFC? Like you can't even.
No, you know that
all these wedges.
All the foreign KFCs have like weird ass shit though. You know, have you ever seen like a foreign KFC's menu and they have like fucking corn patties and shit? And like, I mean, you go to like Thailand and they have all kinds of weird ass, like you won't even guess what the fuck.
That's very interesting. So what's the point of the brand? You know, you're just like, oh, you've seen KFC as featured in The Rock's Black Adam movie. Here's your own little KFC. Doesn't have any fried chicken or mashed potatoes in it, but just your regular old regional food packaged as KFC. Isn't that fun? It's like those vendors selling you Tommy Hilfiger on the
Tommy
beach.
Hilfiger.
No, it's good. It's the same stuff.
Kanga says in Thailand they have spaghetti at McDonald's. See, I knew it was some weird.
Hell?
Maybe I'm thinking McDonald's instead of KFC, whatever. I know the Japanese love KFC. The Japanese,
better have a McPizza.
Yeah.
Bring back the McPizza, damn it.
Yeah, the only place that has the McPizza now is that one McDonald's in Ohio.
It's a mining town or something. I don't remember. It's like the only McDonald's accessible by boat. It's weird.
So did you I had to tell a tragic story here at the top. I went to GameStop and they fucking stapled my screen, dude. They're like,
What?
oh, okay, here's your thing. Click, and stapled my receipt to my fucking thing and busted my screen, dude. So I had to wait for a new one.
No, wait. They stapled the receipt to the box.
Yeah.
That had this. I assume it's a switch.
Yep.
And
they went straight through, dude. They went straight through, dude.
Oh,
no, that is
like
just
wait in line.
That is just something I've heard. I've heard that there's been like all kinds of accidents. Somebody stapled through the top and busted somebody's screen. I heard that like somebody, I don't know. I feel like some of these are made up. I even made up my own. I said some nerd at GameStop poured Mountain Dew on mine. I also thought another good joke, but I couldn't figure out how to put it together. But I thought another good one would be I was leaving GameStop and somebody chucked a rock at me because they thought I was an ICE agent. It busted my face.
Okay. Oh,
You like that? You like that? We
that's
can work
got a
with
little
that.
spice to it. I can tell you're got no cream in the coffee this morning with that one. Ooh,
Anyways,
thank you.
no, this was great, dude. I came across this. This guy says, shouts out Deck, whoever that is. He says, I think I'm standing in line with Boogie for a Switch 2 group number, which I think that this is how I would conduct myself as well if this were to happen to me. I'd tweet about it. I'd be like, I think Boogie might be in line behind me in McDonald's. And then I would immediately do what he did and just obnoxiously put my fucking camera in his face and take a picture. Boogie is here, guys. Check it out. Look at this fuck.
Which one's he?
This.
Oh, is he the only guy there that brought a chair? Oh, okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Hey, you know what? What do they always say at like when you're getting like fast food jobs and stuff? Work smarter, not harder. Okay. And Boogie knows all about that method. Okay. He works smarter, not harder.
I'm all about it. I love his nostalgia for waiting in lines. I like to do the same thing. I don't really like roller coasters anymore. I'm too old and scared, Danny. What I really like to do is just stand with my group. I like to wait in the 2-hour line. I have a lot of nostalgia for just standing around in tight knit groups of people and just hoping that you're not next to one of the smellier ones. And
yeah, then, we don't do that anymore, dude. It's an old
watching
classic.
The same 10 or 12 people in the spot being like, okay, in about 30 minutes, that's where I'll be. It's so much fun. Why would you pre-order things online and have them delivered to your house? It amazes me, Danny. Like, this is the one thing he wants to leave the house to do. Like, that is wild to me.
Yeah, right. He's the only thing to leave the house. Well, no, you got to give him something, Kevin. He did leave the house and go to fat camp. Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. So he left the house to go to work, but I'm saying like outside of once a decade, he will leave the house to go to work. Other than that, it's just those midnight releases, brother. It just makes me feel alive again.
It is kind of vibes, though. Think about it, Kevin. It's like only leave for work and then important things like getting a Switch 2. I mean, that's the life to live, honestly.
Thank God I didn't camp out waiting for a new Xbox. Could you imagine? I've been out there for 8 years or however long it's been.
Bite-sized Vikes is asking about the crowns. Yeah, chat it up, people. Get Chatty in the chat and you'll get a crown. Okay. I don't know how it works. But,
so you're telling me he got bonus points for that comment?
Yeah, I guess. That's interesting. Give us your most. I want to see what YouTube will award the most points for. Okay, so give us the most bite-sized Vikes like message in the chat. Okay, he says if there were Epstein videos, we'd have them. Everyone, give it a rest. Okay, and now what is he like #1 in the crown rating now because of that? I don't know.
Maybe Sleek was right about it being a target on your back. Maybe they put him as number like, hey, listen, we gotta silence this Vikes guy.
Oh. So there you go. Yeah. That Boogie picture was just too much for me I couldn't waste that one. Okay. That's too funny. I also wanted to show you this today when I make sure that there's nothing that's going to get me in trouble up here. Okay. When I opened up YouTube today to pull up Cosmic Jive to listen to right before the show.
Appreciate that.
Look what I'm being recommended.
Oh,
we got whatever Layloon, Lavloon, that fucking hooker, and then some.
But do you see whose video that is?
But #3, no, well, Ryle Kittenhouse. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't read. It was small. I was like, dude, you got Kyle Rittenhouse in your.
No, that's the doppelganger.
Got me.
But look at my third video. And what is this, dude? It's first off, I got a lot of things to say about this video. 285K views a month ago. Like, you're telling me all I have to do is be like old and do covers of songs and just do gangbusters on YouTube? That's what they should all be doing.
If they're instant classics like Blink-182, Timeless, I Miss You.
If you can get 285K views as an old fuck doing fucking shitty ass Blink-182 cover, imagine if he did a good song. Imagine if he did like a fucking like Freebird or something, dude. He'd be like getting millions of views, dude.
I would like to see his cover of Freebird, honestly. Now that you mentioned that, maybe Landslide. Landslide would be good. That would hit.
I like that. You're thinking, Kevin. You're thinking. Well, you need to start up a channel, it seems like. All right. Can I show you some AI slop?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, wait. No AI slop. I forgot that Kanga wanted us to listen to these freaks that she shared. They'll probably copyright strike me too. Lucky us. We'll listen to this these dumbasses and it'll copy strike us. But you know, that's the way she goes sometimes, isn't it? No, this is what she wanted.
Goes, boys.
This is what she wanted us to listen to.
You know, young rich crackers.
Young rich
we
crackers.
Never had no new money. We got a whole lot of old money though. Oh, hey, Ranger.
I guess this is. I don't know.
What?
Migos? Okay, I don't see it. This isn't. This isn't my style, so I don't really know what's going on here exactly. But it does seem like two white dudes trying to do some rap music, as they would put it.
I'm loving this Dunkin' Donut.
Smoking on cookie in the hot box. Fornicating with your woman, shit, thought. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from something to nothing.
Cooking up dope in the crock pot, huh? They do rap covers.
You slow cook it. Yeah, it's good.
Dude, Kanga says, unironically better than the new Lil Wayne album. Have you listened to any of that? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it bad?
There are a couple of songs early on, I think, that are not bad, but the vast majority of it is real bad. There's one of two things happens. It's either some kind of Diddy Kong Super Nintendo beat that honestly sounds horribly produced. Like, it doesn't sound like it's finished. I would have believed you if you had told me someone leaked this album. I'd have been like, oh, well, that makes sense because half these beats don't sound finished. And then there's a bunch of acoustic covers, fittingly, actually. Lil Wayne pulled an old man and he did like his own cover of Weezer's Island in the Sun, except he says sip, sip. Yeah, instead of
sip,
hip. He's like, sip. It's awful. It's like a parody. I can't wait for Lil Wayne's new album with fucking King Cobra JFS. It was that kind of quality. Some of those tracks was like SoundCloud rapper shit. It was unbelievable. Someone set him up. I can't believe he was convinced to release this, especially when you have like 28 songs, or it's a massive album. He could have released half of it and people would have been happy. But what the shit? That's real, like whatever the equivalent of fuck you money is, to where you're just like, you know what? I'm riding off in the sunset. I've done what I need to do. Here's my life. I just don't care anymore. I'll just do literally whatever I want, and it doesn't matter if it's good. I'm just here. He's almost like not quite Kanye, but I dare I say it, Lil Wayne might be washed.
He's got a little bit till he's Kanye. He's got a lot of things he's got to do before he can be Kanye. But yeah, so he doesn't have the pull anymore to what's a good album? That's right.
Crash Bandicoot. Thank you. There it is. You need 19 tracks.
Do you think he still has the pull to get Tiger King out of jail? Is what I want to know. Because I saw that when Tiger King was like sending his SOS to Trump on like Twitter or whatever, and he's like, please pardon me. He also tagged Lil Wayne in there to see if that influence could help at all. So I don't think he's got it anymore, to be honest.
I don't trust nobody. Grip the trigger.
Bars, dude.
Here, let's hear a little more of this. Okay, for Kanga.
Call up the band and they come and get you. Cry me a river, give you a My bitch is bad and bougie. Cooking up dope with the Uzi.
Cooking up dope with
the Uzi.
Could we do this? Is this a thing? Because executive producer Paul and Spring was saying that she would really appreciate if we sang our like guilty pleasure songs, you know?
Guilty pleasure songs. That's great. Okay. I
Do
don't
you
have
think
those.
that we could make a living off this? Like maybe this is the way we should go. Fuck it. We just start singing cover songs. Is there a karaoke streamer? Do people do this? Why not? I should be singing all day.
I don't know. Does anyone do that unironically? I feel like actually, you know what? We do know a guy who does some karaoke stuff over on Instagram.
Tuesday. Shouts out Corn still.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Corn.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my god, dude. We could do like a karaoke Avengers thing. We got to talk about this after the show.
All right. I bet I have plenty of friends that get on alive with us and do karaoke. You bring the beer and we got the karaoke, okay, folks?
That's right. That's right. Well, yes, people do karaoke anywhere. I meant like, does anyone do a show of it unironically? Like where it would be like an America's Got Talent karaoke. But no, we do. Our buddy Noah does some he's shared some videos of folks doing karaoke.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Oh, you're
so I know we got
right.
at least one, you know, and we can get Corn in the mix, dude.
What's the request here?
Missing one Power Ranger.
Give me your song requests in the chat, okay?
Oh, okay. So there is. Very good.
So check this out. So MAGA Edits shouts out, sent us this, and I wanted to watch it because I thought it was kind of funny. But I do want to say here, this reminded me. Link is in the description. So MAGA, obviously, we know from the small little commentary community. I don't know why it says follow back. I should follow her. Now it says following. I promise I follow you.
Ooh, bust exposed.
Hey, I didn't click a damn thing. Okay, I just refreshed it. Anyways,
oh, God, no.
We know Maggot from the small commentary community, and a soldier has fallen, unfortunately, in the small commentary community. Quit laughing for a second, Kevin.
Sorry, John's request is great.
Button it up, okay? Button it up real quick.
Tighten it up. All right. This is...
No, this guy named Baddog in the commentary community has passed away, and I just kind of wanted to shout it out because it's weird. You never see like commentary in general being nice. It's always like mean stuff, which I do enjoy. But like this guy's passing seems to have really brought the kindness out of people in this small commentary community. So I just wanted to shout out, there is a GoFundMe for this guy's funeral, to help his parents or whatever pay for all of it and yada yada. I already threw in a little donation from us here. If you guys thought, oh, maybe I'll throw Clout Route 5 or whatever today, go ahead and hit the link in the description and send it over to the family there. I thought that was just I don't think that we're going to have a outpouring of donations go to their fund, unfortunately, from the Clout Route. But I just thought, what the heck? Might as well say something about it while we're here. Go ahead and check that out. Rest in peace to that guy. My condolences or whatever you say to people affected, people that knew him. I didn't know him very well, but I just figured I would say. Thought it would be a nice thing. And now that is over, nice thing out of the way, let's watch something not so nice.
Shout out Kang on the donation. I'm going to treat the donations like super chats. So
there you
shout
go.
out to anybody who has donated.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, and they will appreciate you. Okay, I'm sure more than I even could about that. At least, I mean,
yeah, because he hasn't unlocked empathy yet.
We appreciate you guys. Okay. Anyways, AI slop. Let's listen to the new alien. We're fucked. We're cooked, dude. They're replacing us with fucking AI scrounged up fucking aliens and werewolves and shit. Way more entertaining than anything we could ever do, right? I mean, what the fuck are we gonna do about this?
Hey, I don't know. I think you get me some gray makeup. This guy could be my brother, so I'm not too worried about it.
So this is that we just need to
At
start
least he's an egg,
dressing up
right?
more, being more costumes will help. Okay, I think that's really what's winning these people over. They're like an alien, a baby. I can watch a baby talk a podcast. AI clips. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong? Anyways, let's listen.
Do you believe in humans?
Oh well, I better turn it up. That would help. How about that?
Do you believe in humans? No.
No.
I just don't understand how they can exist. Ziptoid, pull out the video of the humans. This will change your mind.
So I love instantly. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is for me, dude." Because the non-believers, the aliens that don't, the alien podcasters that don't believe in us humans, they're clipped to show to make people believers. Happens to be superhuman. Okay, I guess he is a good example of a human, a superhuman, in fact, right?
That's who I would send. I would like to think that NASA has already sent some of this footage out to space in multiple variations, just in case someone's out there. Like, yeah, exactly. You don't want this shit, dude. You want these problems?
You don't want any part of this shit, okay?
Fuck this shit!
This is so fake. I mean, it has to be AI.
How like they still haven't got it. I mean, obviously you take one peek at it and you're like, I mean, I don't think anyone's fooled that this is real, obviously. But like this whole ending, you can tell that they just have not nailed it yet.
I mean, it has to be
like
AI.
What's the weird
So,
pause?
to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with how these taste, but I think they could have seasoned this more.
So
Buns for hands.
Hamburger man with buns for hands is eating. Well, he's got like an action figure guy on the table, and then he's got a bowl of like, what is this, chili mac or something with like the cast of How I Met Your Mother hanging out.
That is Marshall, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so
What?
Interesting.
I'd like to see the medicine box of whoever put this prompt into their AI.
Oh yeah, we gotta check behind the mirror in the bathroom,
Jesus
see what's up.
Imagine
5
what their
buns
dream
out of 10.
journal looks like.
Hey, what's up, vlog? We finally got the saddle up on this bad boy, and today we're gonna take him for a stroll by the river.
So today we will be cooking level 1 Squirtles. They taste the best when they're freshly hatched from the eggs, and luckily we hatched one last night, so let's right to it.
Let's right to it. Let's right to cooking the Squirtle up. Oh man, this is one of my fun. Like, this is only going to get better as we go along. Like, this has always been a fun little side segment of ours to look at AI bullshit, you know. But it's only going to get better and better. Like, we're going to get eventually. You're not even going to be able to parse between them. We're going to be pulling up a clip. I'm going to be like, look what happened, you know, and show it to everybody. And then V-Dub's going to be in chat and he's going to be like, dude, you just got punked because that's totally AI, bro. Won't even be able to know the difference between a viral streamer clip and a fucking AI slop video.
Pretty soon there won't be much of a difference, you know.
Very true. There might not already be as much brain power, you know, in both. This could be like epic mealtime. This practically looks like it, you know. I mean, they've got like the surrounding and the look.
This is really opening up the whole Pokemon universe for me. Like, I immediately thought about Disney's recent success with Andor, and I'm like, what if we had a more, wait for it, it's a new, fresh idea, a more adult, grounded version of Pokemon? Because it would stand to reason, Danny, if all of these little dude and dudettes are running around in the wild, that humans being humans would absolutely hunt and eat them. They wouldn't just have them fight for sport. Like there's no limit to the other
Interesting.
torments we would put these poor adorable creatures through. So absolutely we'd be eating them. Are you kidding me? Like where? And we need that series. You know, Ash gets off his little island and finds out, yeah, there's a whole world of people who poach Bulbasaurs or something, you know, and then he gets radicalized.
How
and becomes a
high?
freedom fighter.
How high do you think you would get off of a Bulbasaur bulb?
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Like that's now we're talking. I fucking break that shit down and roll that shit up real quick. I'll be doing vine whips and solar beams after that, dude. Chris says, have you seen the AI street interview? Yeah, I think we looked at a couple of them last week or the week before, and you're exactly right. I mean, we were already laughing about like the 3 years later Will Smith AI spaghetti clip, and then we see those fucking street interviews where they're like, the prompt theory is like, this is just weird, but it is looking awfully convincing. Squirrel soup.
And now you've got us. AI us today. Stop it. It's not my fault.
How dare you, Kevin? Anyways, let's keep going.
I told you the earth was flat. It's always been flat. They've been lying this whole time.
Is this supposed to be like the meme or whatever that's like
how do you get out?
The astronaut in space and it says like always has been or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what meme I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if that had anything to do with this prompt because he says like, oh, it's always been flat.
Always has been. Where's the dome? All right. I'm tired of these half truths.
It looks like Tucker Carlson too, doesn't it?
Why is the whole thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it kind of does now. Just
All
nothing
right.
but water in the center and all the lands on the edge. That's wild.
It's flat, Kevin. Okay.
Pretty accurate. Though. Can you disprove it? Is the real question. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. Have you been in space? Have you hovered above the earth and looked down? Okay. You don't know. Katy
Just in
Perry
a
knows.
Weird mushroom dream once, but
She cried.
yeah, she cries a lot, I think.
She kissed the
Not
ground.
that there's
the
anything
most.
wrong with that, but it should be noted. If you see somebody crying and you're like, well, you cry when it rains, you know?
Oh.
So maybe not be that big a deal.
My dad always said, quit your fucking crying.
I'll
Shut
give you
the
something to
fuck up."
cry about.
Your ass is grass. You keep crying like that. I
Can't
was
wait
like,
to
"Okay,
throw that
okay."
one back at the parents when they're in the nursing home and they're like, Kev, come on, kid, I live with you. And they're crying about their horrible living situation in the village. And I'm like, I'll give you something to cry about.
Crying's for your mom after I slap her
And then
mouth.
boom, roll the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
I told you the earth was flat. It's always been flat. They've been lying this whole time. All right, guys, we all know the best head comes from the crazy ones. So today, we're going to summon a succubus straight from hell.
Bro.
Maggot said that one was her favorite, the last one. So shouts out to her. Appreciate that. All right. Let's get into some drama stuff, okay? Not the political stuff quite yet. Let's get into some drama. What do we want to look at? Oh, okay. You know our trailer on our channel. It's the NPC thing. People still are doing this on TikTok all the time, I guess. There's still NPC challenge, whatever. Basically, where they're sitting there and you send them a little emoji for a certain amount of money, and they're like, "Ooh, a cowboy hat. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy." And they just repeat the same fucking things. Or, "Ooh, a galaxy. Ooh, a galaxy." Somebody's gonna make an updated version of the trailer here.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Yeah, throw a couple in.
Ooh, piece of candy. Thanks for the rose.
There you go.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
rose.
Ice cream.
A
yum.
rainbow.
Let's cook you up a steak.
So KSI of Prime fame, I guess. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. KSI here. He is doing okay. I thought This is the prime guy. Am I right? This is the fucking prime guy. You're telling me that you're not making enough money off of your bottled fucking sugar shit that you don't have to get on TikTok and do fucking grovel streams for fucking pennies or whatever?
These grovel
send me a
streams
galaxy,
are to
send me a
pay
galaxy.
for his court fees that sugar-loaded water drink is getting them into. So,
Right?
whoopsie.
I guess so. Okay, so let's listen to some of this. This is pretty funny. Don't want to blow you out here.
Crazy, please don't report me. Whoa, a galaxy. Crazy, I'm begging you, don't report me. Whoa, Digi, is that you, Tony? You fucking loser. Whoa, a galaxy. Crazy.
So, Deji, his brother, okay, who's also a YouTuber, you know, of YouTuber fame, boxing fame. I think he gets beat up a lot. Deji does. But Deji sees his brother on TikTok live and goes in and starts donating the high level, you know, the galaxies or whatever over and over again. So he has to keep embarrassing himself, yelling it. Yeah, here's a galaxy.
Danny, I think the ability to be embarrassed is not here in this moment. I think in order to get this clip, shame has been surgically removed from KSI.
Yeah, you might be right. They take
Whoa, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Whoa, a galaxy. Crazy. Whoa, I'm a potato. Whoa, a galaxy. Crazy, Dad. I'm going to fuck you up. Yeah, whoa, a galaxy. Crazy.
It is kind of funny. No, they fucking take that shame. They fucking take that shame out with a fucking syringe. And they fucking harvest that shit. Because, yeah, you can't have any if you're doing something like that. I'm a potato! Like, what the fuck?
Wow, a galaxy! Crazy! I'm a potato! I'm a potato! Whoa, a galaxy!
I mean, I kind of agree with him, though. He's kind of a potato. You know,
this makes me think that all British people are just sitting there screaming like this.
Like his last two brain cells are having a happy punch boxing match up there.
Is this what you guys do on a Tuesday?
He can't even get a bruv. Like he can't even lean into it a little bit and say, "Oh, bruv, I'm a potato." Come on, this is Irish hate.
I agree. Hey, fuck this guy. Okay. What the fuck is that about?
What is that? Is that a galaxy? Ooh, a galaxy!
A galaxy! Crazy! Wow! A galaxy! Crazy! Bro, how many do you have? Wow! A galaxy! Crazy! I'm a potato! Wow! A galaxy! Crazy! Do you want me to die on this stream?
What the like? Look at all these emojis. I'm so caught up in like, what is all this fucking bullshit? He's got like Tweety Bird popping up for a second. Now he's got these fucking mongoloid looking bear. Like, what the fuck's up with these bears? Their eyes are too close together.
Are on TikTok. Like, could you imagine, Danny? You come home one day after a long day of work and you find out that your checking account is in the negative because your 4-year-old was spamming potato memes at KSI for 2 hours. Like, who's paying for this? Like, how is this entertainment? This has to be like a money laundering thing, right? Like, there's
Deji's doing it. It's Deji doing it.
Criminal enterprises coming in here and just giving this guy money.
He's got his brother. He's got his brother funneling him money. Yeah, that's how they're doing it. He's sending him galaxies. Somebody needs to call a professional.
I'm with Chris on this one. Yeah, this is like what you put on TV for a toddler or maybe a small dog that gets nervous if it hears outside noise. So you just need to have something so it's not barking every 2 minutes.
You can't subject your dog.
Honestly, my dog would
don't do it.
Newt dog would have screamed at this, to be honest. He probably would have. I would have come home to no TV. He would have chewed the cord out. It's Deji spending KSI's money. That's the real joke.
You want me to die, huh? Huh? Dancing bears, dancing bears.
Dancing bears.
I'm a potato. Wow, a galaxy.
I mean, that was he got. I did appreciate the dancing. Is that British? Is that how you say dancing? Dancing bears. It sounds fun. Somebody
It
sent us a
does,
couple
maybe.
dancing
Dance.
bears.
Yeah, dance does sound a little hillbilly when I think about it.
Really? So I'm the
Dance?
hillbilly. I should
Well,
be.
no,
I should be-
we all. I think that's just we as America. We have hillbillied the
Oh,
English
okay.
language. Is what we do.
Because it would be more sophisticated if I said,
So let's
"Would
have
you
a
like a
dance."
dance?"
Yeah, it's like
Kevin, would you like a dance?
it's a little slower. It's a little softer. Dance. It's a little German. You're just like dance.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
command, It's like what a Western, what the bad guy would say as he's shooting at your feet. Dance, pilgrim.
Dance, monkey. Wait, no, we can't say that. Is this where I make another? Should I make another off-color joke to get past
Chat,
this?
get the chat
Oven Dodger.
GPT apology ready.
Anyways, okay. So KSI, he's still out here doing TikTok NPC shit. Can you believe that? But no, check this out, dude. Okay, now trigger warning, people. Okay, this one will really put you over the edge. I hope Headbug has finished the meal. Put your food down. Put your forks down. Okay, not even a snack. I wouldn't even be dancing bears. What up, Alex? I wouldn't be fucking no gummy bears. Maybe even put your coffee down because you don't want to spit it out. Okay, check this out. So we've got Aiden Ross, our favorite young dumbass streamer. Always love to check in on him on Kick. Here's his buddy. Which what's up with the mask, dork? Can we make fun of Aiden Ross and his friends who would be the traditionally ones to be like, what kind of gay man puts on a mask in public? Can we make fun of them for now wearing a mask in public? Can we do that?
Maybe it's a good thing though.
So we hush
better
on
for
it.
all of us. Yeah,
Exactly. We want them to do it. Don't shame them out of it.
whatever he might have, I certainly don't want. So
Cover that mouth.
Yeah.
For the good of the people.
Honestly, I think Aiden Ross should have to wear a hazmat suit just to be out in public.
After this fucking clip, you're damn well gonna think that. Okay, I'm serious. You heard? Somebody needs to lock him up. I think after this clip. So let's watch, people. Gotta turn it down just a tad. Don't want to blow you out.
Phrasing.
Bro, you look fucking disgusting, bro. Ew, you got a pimple right there. No. Yo, all jokes aside, that shit is up. No, I'm not even trolling, bro. No, get out. Oh my gosh, bro, that just burned my heart. I don't care. We
He's laughing about it like it's chill. Okay. Now, let me say, okay. I'm not one. I'm a hairy man. Okay. You see it. I shave my beard in a different fucking pattern every week. Okay. I can grow hair, but fortunately I was blessed to not have a fucking rug, a carpet of hair on my back. Okay. I was blessed. Because apparently, I mean, and Aiden Ross is like 10 years younger than me. Like this should be hitting him later in life, I feel like. But we won't shame him too much about the body hair, but I gotta pull that up again and just get you a nice
back. Looks like Robin Williams' chest.
Oh, if you get too close, you can see the pimples.
Well, those have to be ingrown hairs, right? Like I'm guessing.
This is some motherfucking Chewbacca levels, dude. Imagine you doing it with your lady and she puts her hands on your back and feels nothing but hair and pimples. That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker literally only gets laid. This is another Asmongold thing, if you ask me. I feel it. Seriously, it's just like it. The only reason this motherfucker gets laid ever is because he has money, dude. There ain't no self-respecting woman or man for that matter. I mean, there's some dirty, stinkers out there that might like this, but you pull that shirt off and you see Chewbacca with the and you know what? Like I said, I don't want to shame the hair. So hey, there's some guys that have a little hair back there. I don't care,
I'll do it. He looks like George the Animal Steel. All right. His back looks like Robin Williams' chest.
But like, dude, you gotta like the pimples too, bro. Okay,
The remake of 40-Year-Old Virgin. Just
For
go
real?
ahead and redo that scene, but on his back. If this is real, I wouldn't put it past this guy to just put fake hair on his back for attention.
No, dude,
Uh,
you're telling me that
maybe-
you're telling me that that's fake?
I mean, it's
you can see the
real.
creatures in there, dude.
It's real.
Oh, you can see the whitest. Okay, like also not to mention, how can you live like this? I'm always flabbergasted. I'm always flabbergasted by motherfuckers who have like fresh, like poppable pimples going on. You see somebody in public and like maybe they didn't see it, so they've got a white head, one, and you're like, oh, that's kind of gross, but they didn't see it when they woke up and washed their face or whatever. But you get one maybe, and we'll let it slide. Who lives with just white poppable pimples hanging out all over? Like he's got 2 fresh ones right here for us to fucking check out. Okay. 2 freshies. Why don't you pop this shit, dude? Also take a bath. There's so much I want to say to you. I almost feel like Asmongold might look cleaner nude than what Hayden Ross does.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, it's a bummer that there are no poppers in his family. Somebody would have a field day. Hey, it's a thing, dude. You can see it on Instagram Reels. You see it on Snapchat. There's like entire channels dedicated to here's a zoom in on me popping this pimple. I pop a good pimple. I don't see. There you go.
Stop it.
I never, back in my day when I had to deal with those personally, they never made it. No, I was eradicating those right away. I can't, dude.
As soon as I know that there's a pimple going on, and like I'm like obsessive with it. Like once I know one's like sprouting or whatever, I like a hawk. It's like I'm watching the clock tick until that thing turns to where I can go get this thing off of me. So yeah, I don't know how it works, but Aiden, you need some help, dude. And yeah, look at these women. Look at these women in chat, dude. Anga's telling me that women love popping pimples. Headbug's like, ooh, give me a pimple that I can pop right now. I can't wait. Juicies. This is disgusting. You guys seriously. No, did I ever tell you? Have I ever told this story of where when I was in high school and it was like, I had friends that lived in Alabama. We were going to meet them for the first time. I met some of my good friends in real life online and went and saw them before it was a cool thing. This was like when we were in high school, like 2008.
What a hipster, dude. Look at you.
We traveled across country to go see my buddies. But that one of the first times I went and saw my friend in Alabama, we drove down and he takes us to his grandmother's house. And it's like in the boonies, fucking out in the middle of nowhere. My cell phone service is off, whatever. And I swear I've told this. We stroll in, we take seats in this trailer or whatever in the back room. There's like a bed and a couple seats surrounding it. My buddy takes a seat on the bed and his grandma sits right behind him, lifts up his shirt in front of us in the middle of conversation, starts popping pimples. Hey, Dill, where's the good ones at? Or whatever. She's like looking around and shit. I'm like, what in the fuck?
She's harvesting.
So I guess there are pimple poppers out there.
Wow, like that. That is next level. All right. Wow. I
can't go back to that Aiden Ross clip because I don't want to look at that nasty Sasquatch pimple thing ever again.
And the worst part is the guy who filmed it would be perfect. Did you see those fingernails?
Dude, don't even
immediately.
Stop.
He had little, like he looked like what's her name? X-23 or something. What's like the lady Wolverine?
Yeah.
Like finger
Stop.
claws. Yeah. That was him.
We don't need it.
He'll never need a key if he's hanging out with Aiden. He just scoop and score, baby.
Oh my god, dude. These fucking streamers, dude. Somebody needs to make a business, dude. There needs to be a streamer needs to do it. Actually, this would be great. There needs to be a streamer that comes out and is like, I am the the cleaning streamer, okay? And I'm gonna we're gonna collab with Asmongold today, and we're gonna go to his house, and I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna clean him. We're gonna make it's like what is that? What was that on cable television? That was like Extreme Makeovers or something. They need like a streamer to do extreme makeovers on these disgusting fucking streamer fucks, okay? Aiden Ross needs a waxing and a pimple popping and a fucking whatever, his ass washed, his new chairs and his fucking thing so that, you know.
Oh, so they get the personal makeover too. Okay.
He needs it all. He needs it all. Asman needs it all. I mean, half of these motherfuckers, some of these motherfuckers we're about to look at still need more, you know?
I want to throw a wrinkle into this, Danny. I also want them to do Pimp My Ride style stuff where they're like, hey, yo, Asmongold, we got you a set of George Washington's original dentures, you know, something like that to really add some flavor into it. But preferably it would either be Exhibit or a great Exhibit impersonator, because it's all about the delivery, right? When you have to tell a struggling mother of two that for some reason you decided to put a fish tank in her trunk, you got to be able to pimple my ride.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, Sleek. You really got me with that. Pimple my ride. Give me a fucking break.
Got him.
But I do like Extreme Makeover. Extreme Makeover.
Oh,
wow. I like it. I like that. Okay. That's clever. Sleek. Pimple my ride. Work on it. Okay. All right.
We're showrunners now. Look at that. Just got a promotion.
All right. So what do you want to look at before break? Okay, we've got two options before halftime. We could either do a visit with our hillbilly friends, JD and Theo, or we could continue on this disgusting streamer path and look at friend of the show. She frequently likes Clout Route tweets. Casey Tron. We can look at her disgusting shit.
Oh, okay.
Fan of the Clout Route, I think. I think she's out there.
Let's do the disgusting one, just in case.
It's not really disgusting. She's just
eat a string cheese during the break or something.
The clips themselves not very disgusting, but she kind of grosses me out. So I guess that's where I do the disgusting streamer thing. Anyways, let's check out Casey Tron. Just so eager to be embarrassing and full of herself. These streamers can't help themselves but just be so high on their own farts. Okay, listen to this. Now, I know that you'll appreciate some of this conversation that she's about to have, Kevin. I know you will. But other parts, we're going to get a mega eye roll out of Kevin. So let's see if you can spot, you know, what's the most egregious part to Kevin as we go through here. What is this, as gross as the back? Stop it. Stop.
We're not going to see her back nipples, are we? I don't know if I can do another round.
She's going to pop one right here fresh on stream. Can you believe it? No, let's listen, okay?
I'm smarter than Hassan. I'll just say it.
Well, I mean, set the bar high, won't you?
I'm going to restart it again because I just love her fucking. She does this, like, what is the accent called? Like Valley Girl or something, where it's like,
oh my God, they have the best tacos in LA.
I am so much smarter than Hassan. I mean, come on. Hassan is not smart at all. I can't.
She is smart because she's reserving brain power by only opening one eye at a time. So she's getting some of that functionality back to be used elsewhere. She's probably right. Can I say that? Despite all of this mockery, I agree with her. Probably smarter than Hassan.
Well, hold your thought, Kevin. Okay, I don't want you. Don't hold your horses. Okay.
Well, I just think everyone should know where I'm starting. All right. I might not retain this opinion by the time we're done. I just want everybody to know where I'm at the beginning.
All right. Yeah.
See if she can win me over here.
Kenga says Casey literally does sleep streams and lets other people's content play while she sleeps. I know Kevin loves that kind of stuff.
Oh, is that what? Okay, so she's sleep talking right now. That makes a lot of sense. All right.
Yeah, this is actually what she's doing right now. She's sleep talking,
She's
sleepwalking.
in a dream world where she's smart. I've been there.
That's
you know?
kind of
Feels
that's
good.
actually kind of funny.
I'm smarter than Hassan. I'll just say it.
I just say it. I'm smart.
Like,
that face, dude. What
I am.
I tell like
is resting stoned face?
No,
a
like
thing?
Hassan might be
Yes.
like, he's not.
Well, resting stoned face is a thing, and she's the one that would have resting stoned face. Because if you remember, guys, if you remember back when we looked at that Mike from PA sitting on the couch smoking the hookah, and it's got his big fat belly hanging out, and he's always like, that's Photoshop, that's Photoshop, but we know it's not Photoshopped. Sitting right next to him, sucking on some fucking hookah as well, is this fucking unfortunate creature. So you know the company she keeps, Mike from PA.
It did.
And
Vita,
but she's smarter than Hassan.
as Vita points out, she censors the word Hassan, and
I see that. It's because whatever she has doing the auto thing is blocking out ass from because they're doing double S's, but that's not even how you spell his name. It's a single S. So this fucking AI generated text too also sucks ass.
Dude, this lady, it's good to know that I didn't even know French Stewart had a daughter, let alone that she was. So it's great to see that generational talent has been passed on to the next generation. I can't wait for the third Rock from the Sun reboot.
No, Kanga says I thought she loved Hassan. Did he reject her? Well,
I mean, who would? Who would reject her?
I don't know about
that, Kevin. Come on, that's rude.
I don't know about their sexual activity, but no, I think she's still fond of Hassan. I mean, I think so. I think they're still toy, but I think she's just saying, like, no offense, dude, but I'm just smarter than you, okay?
Not even that book smart. Like I'm
say book.
like maybe he's smart in politics. Maybe he's smarter in politics than me, but he's not intelligent. I'm intelligent.
I can tell.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Is she fake? Is she trying to be? Is she being funny?
No
like, is this
shot.
her being funny and she's like trying to farm a clip because she knows that somebody's gonna like clip her saying, "Oh, I'm smarter than Hassan." Somebody's gonna clip it because this last part just seems like too much for me. What she's saying here, he's not book smart.
Like maybe he's smart in politics. Maybe he's smarter in politics than me.
Like, you can't
but
be
he's
serious.
not intelligent. I'm intelligent.
I'm intelligent.
The way she
intelligent.
says intelligent. It's like it's a foreign word, another language. Like she's trying to sound it out.
She hasn't said it that much. Okay.
Right? Where it's like, oh, someone just taught. Oh, what's like a word for smart? Like, what's a word for smart that makes me sound smarter than smart? Oh my God. Intelligent? That's me. Oh my God. That's so me.
This is one I haven't heard a lot. Shouts out to Headbug. She's street smart. Mostly street corners. I can tell. That's that red lipstick, baby.
Good.
And they all, okay, no shame in the game. And plus, I tell a Joe 150 for all. That's right. We need a Keemstar rim shot for that. You can't hear it.
Dunning-Kruger all day. Woo! Anyone who has to tell you how smart they are isn't. It's a great rule of thumb.
Right. Exactly.
It's like bragging about how humble you are. It's I think we're missing something here.
And there's no shame in her game, like tits are tits, you've heard that from the Clout rap before. But what's up with all of these she's saying that she's a smart streamer. So what's up with all these intelligent female streamers? I think they've all realized the smartest thing to do in your stream is to make your boobies front and center for everybody to see. They all got their hoggers out, dude. Everyone. Like every clip of denims I see are just her. She has them like pushed up and stretched out to the maximum amount. So they're like right here in your fucking face. Okay. You can see both little fucking honk 1 and honk 2 are both fucking visible for everyone to see. And Casey Tron is not shy about her fucking honkers out either.
Work smarter, not harder. Come on.
That's right. You guys get it. Let me roll it back a little bit. We'll watch the rest of this clip.
You know what I mean? And that's like nothing
No
against Hassan. That's nothing against Hassan. Like, I'm just like, I'm not trying to, and I'm not trying to be, some people might be really offended by that. Like, oh my God, the people on Hassan tweet are probably upset that I said that.
Like, that's, I think that she's clip farming. Like, I really do. I think that is just her trying to get somebody to pull. I'm intelligent. I'm
so
smarter than
intelligent.
Hassan.
I can't express my next statement. It's just a bunch of, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like he's not smart, and like, I don't mean to be offensive, but like, I'm so intelligent that I can't express what I'm trying to say in this one moment. But I'm not like book smart because I've never read a book, but like, I'm very smart.
This was another good one. So this comes from smartest streamer ever, Casey Tron. Okay, she's gonna tell us how much she likes that bad empanada, dude. Okay, I want to hear actually. And look, the funny thing is that the last one was kind of like obvious. Like I said, I thought it was clickbait kind of thing, like clip bait. Like she was trying to get clipped out. And this Gossip Girl guy who's typically like a pro Hassan, pro all these people. I think he likes Casey Tron. But that last clip was kind of an embarrassing one to be shared by like a fan. I feel like she just looks like a fucking idiot and sounds like a fucking dumbass. But Gossip Girl also shares this one. And now I see him in chat too. So he must be a fan of Casey Tron. Let's see this clip. Shouts out to Gossip Girl. What a Twitter name. Shouts out, I guess.
More from 10 years ago, and
This
they
bad
remain subscribed to him
empanada, he
from when
really
he was,
just reads
back
these
when he was
men.
like
I
a Call of
kind
Duty
of
YouTuber. Is
like,
this
I
guy
do
right
enjoy
here?
it.
Hot.
Can you hear this Valley Girl like 100% though? Like way more in this one too. This bad empanada guy, he's so intelligent. Like she's like putting on a show, I feel like almost.
Doesn't even know how a mic stand works. Like, why did you buy the 10-foot tall mic stand just so you could drop that $11 microphone down from the roof like that? Like they make normal sized mic stands. You could put one on your desk. You don't need to get a clamp deal. You could just get one, especially if it's gonna be off to the side that just like stands on the ground. What is this shit, dude?
Well, they're both doing the same thing. They're both doing like the this must be the way to do it. This is the streamer
Everyone
way.
knows.
We're doing it wrong.
We're not intelligent, Danny. If you were intelligent, you'd rig your microphone to the ceiling.
I'm sad.
More from 10 years ago, and
This
they remain
bad
subscribed to him
empanada, he
from when
really
he was,
just reads
back
these
when he was
men.
like
I
a Call of
kind
Duty
of
YouTuber. Is
like,
this
I
guy
do
right
enjoy
here?
it.
800K subs.
Like, I feel like a lot of these people who do political commentary, they're just like so soft. Like, I'm sorry, but Hassan should try to read harder. But honestly, I don't know if Hassan would really be that good at it. Hassan is too nice. He can't
should try to
really like
read
shove
harder?
these bullies' face in their fucking dirt like they.
I mean, are you hearing the intelligence out of this lady's mouth? She said he should really be shoving these bullies' face in dirt or something. I can't even. We have to play that back.
And Terry, they're just like so soft. Like, I'm sorry, but Hassan should try to read harder.
Read
But
harder.
honestly, I don't know if
I agree.
Hassan would really be that good at it. Hassan is
Agree.
too nice. He can't really like
Disagree.
shove these bullies' face in their fucking dirt like they deserve. You know what I mean?
Gets like 10K views per video. Chatting with Loner Box, chatting with. I'd do that. The guy who,
I like that one too, right at the end.
That was a good clip right there.
Shouts out to that guy too, being a fan of someone and clipping the most embarrassing clips out and posting them on Twitter so that people like us can look at it and laugh at her.
I love she's such a fan of Hassan that she's never seen him call someone a genocidal grifting freak because they just disagreed with him. So yeah, he definitely I feel like Hassan doesn't push back on people enough. Are you a fucking idiot?
He doesn't raid.
Are you an invalid? Am I
he
allowed
needs
to
to
say
raid
that?
harder.
You
Read
should be
harder.
on Shutter Island, lady.
Read harder, bitch.
God, yeah. Someone teach you how to read, dude. What is going on?
All right, we're at halftime, folks. Kevin, if you need to
Thank God, dude.
step out, here's your chance. Move on from Casey Tron here. Thank you all for being in here. Is what I was about to say. Thank you all for being here today, being in here, in the room with me. I'm sure you're behind the curtain right now, and I appreciate it.
Is the audience with you now, Davey?
Is the audience in the room with me? Yes. Okay. So thank you for being here. Thank you for leaving chats in the chat. Thank you for getting your crowns. Thank you for supporting the stream. Okay, likes are appreciated. Seriously, if you're here, go click that like. Okay, it helps. It helps. It helps. It helps. But if you are a chatter, if you're a lurker, if you are a viewer in the aftermath of the stream, we appreciate you. But we take this chance to shout out our members. Okay, so shouts out to Pest, Ass Cakes, Cornstill, Headbug Inc., Kangalope, Rapid Danger, Kia Cat, and Sleek the Geek. We appreciate y'all for being here and for helping us continue to do the damn thing. If it weren't for I just realized that we're making like $10 a month off members now. So I was looking at it before stream. So think about that. If it weren't for that $10, I might not make it out of my fucking bed in the morning to come and do this stream. So we appreciate you. Shouts out. Anyways, Kanga says he 100% wants Nick's address. Who is that? Bad Empanada? I bet they could visit. I think that a Bad Empanada X Nick Diorio stream would be great, but get them both out of the house. It might get Bad Empanada arrested, but I think it might be good for them both. Good for the world, in fact. Let's see. Sleek says you get paid to do this and you don't even invest in your recording area. Yeah, once it adds up, I'll add a new piece every once in a while. You know how it works. And we appreciate that. It's not some grifter shit, okay? Sleek, seriously. Plus, you're supporting this grifter right here, baby. And we love you for it, okay? Hassan will literally scream and hit the table when he's too upset. Yeah, I know that. I've seen that. Seen the clip. Headbug says, remember to wash your hands and pop your pimples, Kevin. Yes. I don't know if any of you guys are I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember that one time that Luke fucking dropped a fat. Kevin didn't wash his hands while we were recording. What was that stream even? What were we doing? We just had them on for some reason.
I think that was the first attempt to do a shout out, right? I think that we were
letting people call in.
And had people call in. That was a short-lived experiment.
V-Dub says, Danny, I'm in the room with you. Turn around. I painted you a picture.
Nice.
Anyways, glad you are back, Kevin. Let me leave you with the audience for just a second, and then we will get right back into it. I think when we get back, we will dive right into some JD, Theo, Elon, and Trump news. Okay, all of our favorite boys and girlies. Okay, we'll get into some of that. So give me a second, and we will be getting catty with our favorite superpowers.
Ooh. Oh, are we doing a solar flare?
The most powerful men on Earth are fighting, folks. Okay.
I didn't know Danny and I were in a fight, but hey, you know what? It's an interesting way to find out. I'll point out your chats there, Sleek. It seems like while I was away, Danny thought you were throwing shade at him for his setup. That's funny. All right, now that he's gone, show the people how intelligent Chet Holmgren is. Oh my God, I do need to get that clip pulled up, so I'll do that as a bonus. I don't know if I'll be able to find it in time. I don't have it pulled up, but every one of his books was like a coffee table picture book. So I'll see if I can get this pulled up when Danny comes back. But this well-known NBA player, so a lot of you won't know who we're talking about, but his name's Chet Holmgren. He looks like Slender Man. He was doing an interview, Danny, where they were talking to him about his favorite books, and they're all just like those I Spy fucking coffee table picture books.
I love that.
He's like, this one's about fashion, and it's just like it's just pictures. I mean, I have some too. All right, I'm not saying I don't have a coffee table book on my coffee table right now. I might, but it was just hilarious to watch this guy. He's the new LeBron James. At least LeBron would grab novels and never thought to open past the first page. So every time he pretended to read one, he was somehow always on the very first page of the book. So you decide, choose your fighter, gang. Would you rather have the guy who pretends to read Malcolm X's biography or the dude who shows off his Where's Waldo collection?
These people all need to read harder, just like Casey Tron said, okay? Seriously, not reading hard enough. I Spy books, not hard enough reading material, okay? Seriously.
But these are his favorite books. And I did see Dave Portnoy.
It's like show and tell, right?
Yeah. Dave Portnoy does not agree with my take on jokes. He thinks that there should be a moratorium on certain jokes. In other words, it's a big soft wiener.
No Jew jokes, Kevin, okay? Don't you understand?
Bullshit loser, Dave Portnoy.
Jews are under a lot of scrutiny right now, and a lot of Jewish racism is I mean, I'm being kind of funny, but I think that Jewish hate is on the rise, but yeah, I think that Dave Portnoy maybe the Barstool Sports guy, I don't know, maybe just shut up, dude.
It's just also like it's hard to play victim while you're also calling him a bald fuck and like talking about how you own him because he works for you. So it's kind of like pick a lane, because what it sounds like when you do that is just that you yourself, Mr. Portnoy, are above any sort of reproach or criticism, but anything is fair game for the dude who works for you. You can say whatever you want about him, but God forbid he make a joke. My favorite, he was, how many people have to die? And the dude's like, I don't know, 46 too. I was like, I mean, how do you handle that? You're getting screamed at by, we've all been yelled at by our boss before.
Not live on air though.
Fucking live stream. Dude, what an idiot. You guys probably all know that my opinion on Dave Portnoy. I thought he's been a douchebag for quite some time, so no surprise there.
Well, there's Kevin's Dave Portnoy minute, okay, at halftime. That's your sports fill that you get today from the show.
There it is. Sports.
You get the new fucking Where's Waldo basketball player, dude, and you get a little Dave Portnoy hate. So sports. We love it. Don't ever say that we're not sports.
I'm gonna start doing a sports drama channel.
I like that.
Clout
yeah. Sports, I think we had like almost workshopped an idea that was like sports drama before, didn't we? I swear we talked about this where we were gonna like look into different big sports people's like pasts and stuff, and like I mean there's tons of them that have done like domestic abuse and shit that you could talk shit about them, or fucking drugs and other crazy shit. We could talk about how that one biker dude has no nuts or whatever. Like there's all kinds of things we could talk about. I know all about sports. Okay. I know all about sports. I know that there's crazy wrestler guys that like kill their wives and stuff. I know that there are football players that get their brain shaken around so much that they start beating their wives.
You know, instead of
not
Ian
funny
and
either.
Anisa every week, we would talk about Aaron Rodgers every week, probably.
We already
There'd be
do
an Aaron
it.
Rodgers segment.
We already do this, Kevin. What am I talking about? We already do a sports drama podcast. It's called JOHMATALK.
That's right. That's right.
Anyways, enough of the JOHMA talk for now. Let's get into this JD on Theo clip, okay? I liked a couple of these, and it's interesting to see, like, they're on the fly looking at, like, these tweets and shit between Elon and Trump that we're about to get into, you know, their beef. But they look at some of it here, and it's just cracking me up. I'm like, I can't believe he got a chance to ask JD his opinion on tweets, okay? But let's watch.
You have
oh wait, this is interesting.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
This
let's
post is from an account you muted. I'm curious. Who did you mute?
Dude, same. That's so funny. We can all agree on one thing at least. I mean, I would imagine even if we polled chat, would we get at least half that would all say, yeah, I also have
he's also
Ian Miles
muted.
Chong muted on my account. Just the most annoying person to ever exist, I think.
The funniest thing about it, though, to think about is that our vice president knows some Twitter shitter that doesn't even live in America. You know, he's just a Twitter guy. He's not a fucking political he doesn't matter. Ian Miles Chong matters only on Twitter. That's it. That's the only place that anyone in the world recognizes this motherfucker, okay? He lives in Malaysia. He reports on fucking United States news all the time. He's one of the most annoying motherfuckers out there. And it is just hilarious to me that our vice president is on, like, some of our chat is on Twitter a lot, and they don't even know who the fuck Ian Miles Chong is. And you're telling me that our vice president, who should be doing all kinds of things other than being on Twitter, knows who Ian Miles Chong is? The only way he would know is because of Twitter. So he's so much on Twitter that he knows these Twitter shitters. He's probably good. He's probably in DMs a cat turd too, or whatever. All these fucking shitter accounts is embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Not to mention that our president is literally arguing with the richest guy in the world on Twitter, or, you know, on Truth or online. But what the fuck, dude?
Well, who do you think told JD Vance about them eating the cats and the dogs? He probably got that from Ian's Twitter feed. You know, so I'm not surprised.
Here, let's listen to more of this. It's just so funny. His face, he's just laughing so hard.
Oh,
like, I fucking hate that guy too.
That's a great still. He's like, oh my God.
I hate that guy
He's
too.
a chungus.
Who is that guy?
Is that yours?
Oh shit!
It's one of your producers.
Ian Miles Chong. Oh, it said Trump should be impeached and JD Vance to replace him. Dude, that's one vote.
Oh my God. This is interesting.
I love that too. He's like, oh, you see, that's one vote for you, dude. And he's like, just rolls his eyes. It's like, oh my God. So honestly, that might be the most, like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. That might be like the most relatable clip I've ever seen of JD Vance. Like, that might be the only time I've ever watched something and listened to something of his and, like, felt like he's a human being, like another human being. Him laughing about how much he hates Ian Miles Chong.
You mean you didn't find it relatable when he asked every donut employee how long they had worked there, and when asked what he wanted to order, he just said whatever's good? That didn't seem incredibly human to you?
No, the couch though. Him fucking the couch though. I related to that a little bit.
I don't care what kind of donuts they are, so long as they got holes in the center, brother. You feel me?
Hole in the center.
I got a date with a lazy boy after lunch.
Yeah, you ever put a donut? You ever stuff a donut there in between two couch cushions, and you know what I mean? You ever get a Krispy Kreme and stick that between your cushions, huh?
Krispy Kreme, goddamn.
But yes, V-Dub is right. When he's like this was his producer's Twitter that was up that they were looking at shit on. So they kind of have a laugh about, oh, your producer hates Ian Miles Chungus too. That's pretty fun. But here's another clip from the same show. Okay, this is actually straight from Theo Vaughn. Okay, so this is his clip. This is the one he wants out there in the world.
The fucking
Whoopsie daisy. Here, let me rewind it back and let's take a listen.
Elon just hit the airwaves today. Bring it up, dude.
Oh man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay.
The shit missile is in the cannon. I mean, this guy is a comedic legend. If you have to, I don't know how you could put it any other way.
The shit missile is in the cannon. Shows a real depth of military knowledge.
Clearly, you're not a pirate.
Very historically accurate, dude. You got that, dude. We got the shit missiles all loaded up in the cannons, brother.
Clearly not a pirate, okay? But let's
watch
listen.
starboard side or something. I don't know. Set sail, land ho, some kind of shit. I don't know.
So before we get into the Elon and Trump back and forth, you get a little tease right here of what some of the content there is. Elon says, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is a pedophile, okay? Have a nice day, Donald Trump. Now, when this shit launched, when I saw this, I woke up in the morning and saw this tweet or whatever. I was just thinking, and we'll get into it more when we look at their specific exchange, but I was just thinking, fake. I was feeling a Kev and X'd out right from the jump with all these back and forth fights between Elon and Trump, but we'll get there. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he might be on something.
I want to hear what the VP has to say about the whole exchange.
Wow.
Elon Musk, and you may have heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be.
I also want to note that for being I don't know how many views this show gets. I don't know how much money Theo makes off his podcast now. I mean, he's had Trump and JD and everybody else on. So he's got to be making buku bucks at this point. They can't get the echo down. Like, you can fucking talk shit about our audio whenever you want, because it's just like we're two working men fucking that do a show once or twice a week. So fuck off. This motherfucker is his whole job, his whole existence is to do this dumb shit with fucking be the wholesome middle ground guy with fucking right-wing shitters. And he cannot get his echo under control. The whole time I'm watching these clips, I'm thinking, dude, I can hear like your voice is bouncing off the tin in the can studio that you're in. You tell me if you can hear it.
Wow.
Elon Musk, and you may have heard of him.
You can hear the echo
Time to
behind
drop
it.
the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran.
So it's funny, I haven't even seen.
Right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJT.
Man.
Nice signature from a South African. What?
I don't know what that jab was there at the end. So wait, does that mean that our Lord and Savior Elon knew that he was working with a pedophile the whole time and didn't matter so long as he was able to just gut the government and halt any of the investigations into his many companies? Is that what Elon's saying? And that's the win. That's the big own. I worked with a pedophiler until I got kicked out. The pedophiler threw me out, and now I have the high ground somehow. Man, you've got to be on a special concoction to see that as a win. I mean, I'm loving it. One of two things is happening here, Danny. Either we are being distracted from something very, very horrible that's going on in other parts of our government. Yeah. Either that very likely first one, or the leopards have started eating their own faces, which, it's fun to at least have hope. Let's just hope that everybody's a big bumbling idiot, because that is what we're seeing here.
Well, Headlug. Jade here is totally right. He left his kid with Trump. Yeah. How many times was your kid just wiping boogers on Trump's desk? And he's like, a hand away from it. Like, Trump's probably back there fucking doing who knows what to your poor little child, dude. What the fuck's your issue? But that all aside, you know, let's be real. Let's be fucking real. Not only does everyone know this already, everyone who voted for him, everyone who's fucking in his pocket in the government or whatever, they all know he's a fucking diddler fucking freak. Okay? They all saw the fucking clips. I'm grabbing him by the pussy. They all saw the clips. I'm dancing in the fucking room with Epstein or whatever with that devilish fucking grin on his face. Look, no one is fucking... Everybody already knows this, Elon. And this is part of why I think this is all bullshit, to be frank, is because everything that they said back and forth to each other was like, yeah, we already know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows he's in the Epstein files, okay? This isn't a fucking groundbreaking bomb, big bomb. Yeah, we know. We also know you're in the fucking files, Mr. Fuck, with all these pictures of you with big old jiggly titty Ghislaine hanging out, okay? We know what you got down with. We know what you're doing, okay? You both are fucking Epstein diddlers. Fuck off. First off.
Yeah, you might have a point there too.
But yeah, I just think it's fake because they're saying all this stuff that people already say back and forth to each other. And oh, you're like, oh God, it's a little catty or whatever. But like, if Elon was really going at Trump, like if I thought like they were really fighting it out, which Trump did drop some bangers talking about like Elon's on ketamine and shit. That's pretty fun. But everybody already knew that too. Everybody already made the jokes about ketamine or whatever about Trump. I mean, about Elon. But that's what I think it is. I think that they're fake. They're saying shit that already is out there in the ether to, yeah, distract us from something else. Otherwise, Elon needs to drop the tweet that says like, time to drop the big bomb. Trump's a pedophile. Why don't you say he's a pedophile rapist? Why didn't you say that? That's what you're trying to say here with the Epstein thing. You're just being a bitch, a pussy. If you were really mad, you were really mad about it, if you were really fighting, you would say that. You'd say he's a fucking pedophiler, dude. And I know. I've got the fucking facts. But there you go.
VW. I believe there is a certain White House employee by the name of Steve Miller who just so happens to be left-handed. And I wonder if that guy might have had a reason to punch Elon Musk. I don't know. Something about a marriage.
He just bopped him.
I mean, dude, you know, if your coworker takes your wife, you probably gotta, I mean, have you not seen Breaking Bad? Remember what Walt did? You're definitely gonna do something.
That's right. Don't fuck around like that. Let's see what AFC has to say about this whole situation.
Quick reaction on what's going on with Elon Musk and President Trump on Twitter.
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Quick reaction.
Damn, dude. You got owned.
Man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Quick reaction on
I love that so much. The girls are fighting, okay? The girls are fighting. Thank you, AFC, for that.
Yeah, she's probably like, damn, dude, this feels like back when I worked at the bar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of behavior that we would have seen between a line cook and his ex-girlfriend bartender.
Stop
you know
it.
what I'm saying, Danny? Like, that's the kind of drama levels we're seeing here. Oh, yeah?
The girls are fighting.
Yeah,
You like it.
he's a fucking diddler. He's always hitting on the, what do they call the greeters. He's always hitting on the fucking door girls. He's a diddler. Did you just date him? That's besides the point.
Here is where it all started. Okay, Elon says, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, and he keeps saying pork filled. He says this a lot. I don't know if it like is supposed to, if it metaphorically means something he's trying to say, pork filled, or if he's just saying it's bloated. I don't know why he keeps going with the pork specifically filled, but massive, outrageous, and pork filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. And then you've got Connor Eats Pants as the top comment under here. It says, "Welcome to the resistance. Hashtag Antifa." I love that. I love that.
Oh, get your guillotine sharp, Elon.
I think Elon's out there fucking. I saw a clip of Elon. He's on the side of the road. He takes his hammer and he starts bashing the curb until a bunch of these rocks fell off. Okay. And then he picked up one of these fucking curb rocks and he chucked it right at an ice truck. And the fucking window blew up and the people inside are like screaming and they're like, ah! You didn't see this clip?
No, I thought that sounded like something out of Terminator 2, if I'm being honest. But.
Okay. Elon still on too much ketamine, but he has joined the other side now.
This guy is speed running, just tanking Tesla now, because now
Tesla.
He's found a way to just get everybody to hate him. You know, the people who originally liked him because they fell for his grift that he founded any goddamn thing were like, oh yeah, Mr. Electric Car, let's not look into how those batteries are made. Let's not look into any of the environmental impact there. This is good for everybody. So the environmentalists were on his team. Of course, they're not fucking now. And the rest of the folks that were there, now he split that in half, and here pretty soon he will wind up with all the money in the world and not a single fucking real person that can stand his dumbass. I don't think it's like, do you really expect that your former audience is going to come back to you, Elon? No, now you're just going to have two different groups of people keying Cybertrucks. Now you're just going to get everybody's fucking hate, you dummy.
Oh, interesting. Right. We've got Sleek with the info. Pork filled as in a political context. Did you grok this, Sleek? I just want to know. Refers to legislation that contains provisions for localized spending, often called pork barrel spending. This spending is directed to a specific geographical area. Okay, interesting. Well, there you go. Pork filled, he says. But this tweet, one of the cattier ones, okay, he deleted this. Elon did. Okay, so I had to actually get the picture. Google Gemini. But Elon says time to drop the really big bomb. This is what Theo and JD were looking at. Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason why they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. I mean, what a South African signature there.
Yeah, what does that even mean, dude? Theo's huffing that galaxy gas or something. I didn't even know that, dude. I can't wait.
Idiot. I just think Theo Von's an idiot.
What other sign-offs are like specific to Africa?
Yeah, I want to know. He needs to tell us. Tell us all your African greetings.
I didn't know, dude. I have
farewells too.
It turns out I have a lot of clients in South Africa. I didn't know. They're always saying weird stuff like "Have a good weekend." Like, whoa, get out of here, foreigner. That's weird. What are you saying? I mean, he did kind of sign that tweet off like it were an email, you know, like just enjoy the rest of your day and weekend.
That's right. See ya, boss.
Per my previous email, you, sir, are a diddler.
So here we got to get an enlightened take on the whole thing. Okay. You can't just go around calling Trump a pedophile and think that you're going to get away with it. Okay. The boys came out and one of the boys is Asmongold. Okay. He has an opinion on this whole exchange here. The pedophile allegations. Let's listen.
The only way that this makes sense why they're not releasing the information, I think that the Biden administration didn't release it on Trump because it would also incriminate the Biden administration. And I think the Trump administration isn't releasing it on the current people because it would incriminate themselves and Republicans. And I think the reason why you have this Cold War is because there is probably a third party that has all of the information. Probably, I don't know, like you could say, I mean, I think that, you know, if you're a conspiracy, Andy, Israel or China, right, has all of the actual information. And if one...
So he thinks, okay, and he's shouting out all the conspiracy Andys. He thinks that Israel has the real Epstein files. Okay. Israel has the real Epstein files and they're holding them hostage. And that's why the US government has to keep funding their military actions over there is because they have Epstein files on Trump and other people that are in the government. Give me a fucking break, okay? How conspiracy brained are we? Netanyahu's just holding he's like, I still got I got Epstein's head in a jar, actually. The real one, okay? Like, no, I mean, come on.
I'm going to make this very simple. It's exactly what you think it is. The reason it's not public is because it implicates everyone. There would be no one left. There would be no one left on either side. There would be an absolute, I don't even know if I would say revolt or revolution. We'd probably just meme it and be sad and just kind of trudge forward. But it's not being released because it's fucking, it'll burn everyone. So you're never going to see it. So they continue to trot that out whenever there's a need for a big distraction. So here we are. Don't look at anything else that's going on. Whatever you do, pay no attention to that Musk behind the curtain.
So there you go, folks. A little Donald versus Elon. Now that's like as spicy as it got. Again, I said that there was one where, or no, the one that went viral with Trump saying like, oh, he's on ketamine and stuff was fake. Actually, there was one that went viral that was fake, and people were sharing it around like it was real, as you do. So I don't have that one, but it would have been cool if it got to that point where he was calling him a cat head and shit. But here's what Trump actually said. He said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon was wearing thin. When I asked him to leave, I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody wanted. I love Tesla. Nobody wants the Tesla.
I love Tesla.
But he did say he just went crazy. So that's as crazy as we get, folks. Trump said Elon is crazy.
Classic breakup. No, I'm cool, bros. I swear I'm cool. Bitch was just crazy. Okay. I got tired of dealing with her shit. Okay. She's crazy. Yeah, I think every dude has been there before. If it's not you, one of your friends has just hit you with the, yeah, she was crazy. You know, I'm not going to address any of the stuff going on with me. All right. She's just a crazy Elon. Too much ketamine.
Too much cat. Okay. So everybody now we got like 30 minutes to cover some for some Johma talk. Okay. We got like 30 minutes for some Johma talk. So here we go, folks.
Johma, the Johma Power Hour.
The Johma Power half an hour. Okay. What's First, what I wanted to show you, Froggy Tonic, their former editor or whatever the fuck, dumbass guy, he shared this a couple days ago, and I thought it was so funny that I had to bring it up. Okay, check it out. So he made this. It's a chart visualizing the H3 podcast social standing in 2025. So I love this. Okay, so maybe we should be to the side, I guess. Yeah, there you go. But you've got all kinds of friends here. Joji, iDubbbz, Eric, Post Malone, Jax Films, Crystalia. You can see all these people that he's outlined in this. Bobby Lee, former employees, Sam Cedar, yada yada. And he's got this fucking the key to the graph below, okay? And it shows some of these people have little symbols under them, like collaborator, friend of the show, voiced support, radio silence, worthy of anger, disassociated from the show, enemy of the show. So like you got Sam Cedar's an enemy. You've got Crystalia up here in the top right. He's silent. So we're waiting on what Crystalia has to say about.
Oh, dude, stuff like this makes me understand why people hate the French, okay? As much as it pains me to say it.
What? Are you taking shots at poor Froggy Fresh, okay? They flew him. Okay. Ian and Anisa thought he was so great. They flew him in from France, okay? Flew him here in from France to do a documentary. That's how great he is. So don't talk shit about the French, Kevin.
I'm allowed. Man, I think even the French would be disgusted by this if they saw it. I could not imagine. That's a lot of effort. Okay.
you've got to know a lot. Like this is deep lore. Like basically, Froggy Tonic's like full on. I mean, you know, some people watch like the shows, and that's basically the extent of it. Maybe they do some tweets on Twitter, Ian sucks or whatever. But Froggy is so deep in. Okay, he's watching the shows. Okay, he's taking notes so that he can bring up a chart, former friends and enemies of the show. Okay, that's how parasocial we're getting with it.
Yeah. This
love that.
I normally try to shy away from unemployed jokes, you know, but when the shoe fits.
Well, executive producer Poland Spring is in the house now, so I'm going to bring up her favorite person. We're going to watch a clip of that. But to get us started, okay, the recent drama with the Johmas, in fact, is that Ethan Klein had the Johmas coach, okay, Mike, their former boxing coach for both of the creator clashes. Ethan had Mike on the show. Tons of clips to look at from that, okay, starting with this great one. And following up with Poland Springs' boyfriend, Sam Hyde. Okay, a word from him. Okay, if you like that. This guy, Design59, says, iDubbbz creator clash boxing coach revealed that Anisa walked around showing people the video of Sam Hyde saying mean things to try to turn them to their side. It didn't work. Let's listen to this humiliation, okay? And this is just the tippity top of the iceberg, folks. The tippity top.
We're with them for 2 to 3 weeks at a period of time. That's a long time to be with someone. You learn so much about the person. And then you start to realize, wow, everything that, I mean, I don't want to say, you know, their enemy's name. What's his name? Sam. Like, I don't want to say he's right, but when we saw that video drop, I was
he's
like,
right.
oh my God.
You could say it.
I was like,
the one where he's like,
that?
well, hold on. So there's a video of Sam Hyde, and he goes, she's going to ruin his life. Mark my words. I guarantee it. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, Anisa was the one that showed it to us because we didn't know nothing.
What was funny too is
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? These people don't even know who the fuck Sam Hyde is, and they're like, hey, if you ever hear a Sam Hyde, here, let me show you this clip, okay? He's talking about me here, okay? And you cannot associate with this guy, okay? Seriously, he's a Nazi or whatever. Like, I already know the spiel when she's going around showing people at the gym this clip.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're doing here, Danny. He's trying to protect me, folks. You probably don't know this, but anytime Danny and I are out with our friends, you know, we're going to a party, meeting up at a bar. This whole time, I am just showing them screenshots of mean comments and being like, look, can you believe what this dickhead said to me on Twitter?
Can't take him anywhere.
They're very invested. They are very invested in our internet lives, and they really want to know all of those details. So, yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I mean, and then to think, and that's not even to scratch the surface of what I do while I'm at work. That's all. I don't do any work. I just message my coworker saying, oh my God, look at this stupid clip someone made mocking me. Can't you believe it? And they're like, yeah, Kevin, you're great. You're the best. Shut up. Get back to work. It's fun time. It's a lot of fun. So no, I think this is perfectly normal. I think it's a completely normal thing to do, to bring your trainer that you've paid to get your husband ready for a fight, to just show him videos of some mean guy calling you a jack-o'-lantern on YouTube. Yeah, that's a good use of your time.
Headbug says, to be fair, Danny, you do this to me. You send all your enemies on Twitter so I can attack them for you. No, no, she's wrong when she says this. Not true. Slander in the chat, because I only send her the females, okay? Because I can't say anything. It'd be misogynistic. So I send her the ladies, okay? And I'm like, Jade, tell this lady to fuck herself. And she's like, okay, sure.
I'm not allowed to call this woman a bitch. Can you do it for me?
It's a good relationship we have.
That's symbiotic. I like that.
Anyways,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking about that on the way to work, because I saw that clip too, and I was like, damn, like Sam fucking, he was right.
Oh, you know it, lad. Oh, you know it, lad. I was right all along. You know it, lad. Okay.
In his
But
inside
deep down, I
out
want him to
hat,
be
like you got the tag.
uncucked. I want him to get the tattoos lasered off, get a normal haircut, get rid of Yoko Ono. That's poisonous. That relationship is poisonous. She's like his she's like his entertainment handler. Like she's his fucking career manager now or something. She's got to go, man. She's gonna ruin his life. I guarantee it. Mark my words. Mark my words. That woman is gonna ruin his life. Like deep down.
It is kind of scary. How prophetic that is, you know, like he really called it with them because it is exactly true. He's the yellow shorts kid in the back.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
He's quite a character.
Got the legs spread. He's just chillaxing. Okay.
He might.
Holland must know that. That must be
in his own personal K-hole.
Yeah, right.
He's watching a Casey Tron stream right now.
This is the guy that always mows the lawn fucking shitty next door to Poland or whatever. And she gets really pissed that, like, you know, where the edges of the lawn meet, it's always uneven because this guy doesn't know how to fucking take care of grass properly. Okay. Seriously, grow up.
Oh, dude, that
ruining the property value
real problems,
neighborhood.
Man. Yeah. Quit doing the lines in the same direction every time, Steve. Like throw a diagonal in there every once in a while.
You need to, okay.
It's simple stuff, really.
But the interesting part about all this, so I didn't really get into it, but Mike and this lady's name's Kate, okay, they come on the show, H3 show, to talk shit about Ian and Anisa. And it happens, okay, that while they're there and they're talking the shit, towards the end, it's revealed that Kate is actually a former child bride, and she does tons of activism against that idea, you know, people selling their children off like that. In certain states like Washington and California, if you have parental permission, you can marry your kids off. So this chick Kate was married off when she was super young and had her kids when she was like 15 and 17. Okay. So like everything about her situation is tragic and wrong. Her mother sold her off, or her family sold her off
every time.
Cause I think it was like her aunt or something she ends up saying, but they sold her off for like $2,000 or something. It was something fucked up, or like $6,000. It's bizarre to hear the value of a human life like that, but they sold her off for like $6,000, and then she had to leave. She had to live with this fucking dude and do all the things for like years. I think she said she escaped when she was like 23, dude. So she was there for like a decade almost, married to this guy doing his shit. And then she escaped. She got away. And then the interesting tie, the bow that ties this all together. Okay. Not only do they have some common ground here on the Ian and Anisa drama, but she says that after she escaped from the guy that's victimizing her husband or whatever, after she escaped, he was calling CPS on her frequently to hamper her, you know, taking care of her kids and stuff like that, to get back at him, I guess, whatever. So she actually has that in common with Ethan and thinks that it's, you know, extra dirty that someone couldn't just disavow the idea of calling CPS on someone. You know, she doesn't like the idea of them weaponizing that kind of thing. So she really, there's some empathy there, you know, Ian, between her and Ethan. But anyways,
not
let's look
to mention they ghosted her when she reached out. Is that what we're about to watch? The discussion of Anisa ghosting that very progressive movement that they were trying to get involved in and leaving him on red.
I don't know if I actually have a clip of it, but yes, I mean, that is in fact what happened. What Kevin's saying is that she says at some point that she sent them messages to ask them to boost the cause that she's fighting against, the child bride thing. And Ian and Anisa both just ghosted her ass.
Fired a quick text off once they saw they were about to be on H3's show, though. They had time for that.
That's what we're about to look at here. Let me pull this up. So if you want to check out the full stream here, it is right here. Ian and Anisa's boxing coach calls in live on H3 podcast. But I've got us to the point where I think they're about to pull up the text.
Thank you for contributing to the show. It's great content. Now, you guys want to know what's great content? Ian is panic texting his coach, and he sent me the text. That's how it is.
I love how petty it is too. This boxer is so in this boxing coach is so in Ethan's pocket for this that he's sending him the text messages. He's getting texts from Ian and he's like, oh, I'm sending these straight to fucking Ethan. Like, bro, you won't believe. It's so petty. I love it. I love it so much.
The gift that keeps giving, these two.
Yeah, you know it.
You the second one where it's just cropped more. He said we can show that one.
No.
Ian, I hope you're watching.
I have feelings.
Not him, white Ian.
All right,
Not
get
that one.
past
That's
all
a
the
good
jokes.
Ian. That's good
fuckhead.
Ian. Don't show.
Show me the text.
That's good Ian. We miss good Ian. All right, you guys ready for? Sent this face on the
There.
H2 podcast.
Okay,
thumbnail.
enough of their inside jokes. It's like I'm watching fucking Clout Route or something. with
Cut
all
the
these-
banter, dork.
But here, this is Ian to the boxing coach. Once he sees the thumbnail, okay, and sees that in the new H3 thumbnail, his boxing coach is in it. Hey, Michael, not sure if this is clickbait or not, but I saw your face on the H3 podcast thumbnail. Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk. I'm hoping it's just some clickbait because I'd be happy to talk to you if you had any unresolved feelings about me and Anisa. How fucking, I mean, please, dude, how pathetic is this? It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Just the idea, thinking about him seeing this fucking thumbnail and shitting his pants so much. He's like, what should we do?
Literally.
Anisa, what should we do? Oh, Anisa, handle this while I'm on the shitter. Here, take my phone and send a text real quick. Like, what? Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk. I'd be happy to talk if you have unresolved feelings. It's like, isn't it too late, dude? Isn't it a little too late once he's on the thumbnail of the guy that you just did the hit piece on? And a little too late to be like, hey, if you want to talk, I mean, I'm here to talk. This is
An hour before you go live to expose me. Now is the time. Like, why would you bother even sending? Well, like Hash says in the chat, what up, Hash? What a desperate ass text. Like that, at this point, your brain's not working anymore. Like you're just full instinct only flight or fight mode. Because if you put half a second of thought into this, you would know it's too late. The opportunity for you to have had this conversation with him is gone if he's already agreed to be on a live show that starts in 2 fucking hours, you idiot. Like you're just making yourself look worse.
Well, that's what I think. I think this is like one of those.
It.
I think this is like one of those Anisa self-own things where she's like owning iDubbbz, like her kink thing or whatever to like just humiliate him. I think this is one of those. Because I really think it's what I just described and what you just described. It was like Ian saw this thumbnail and he instantly shit his pants. Okay. It's diarrhea mode. So he's got to run to the toilet or whatever. He's got no time to deal with this. He's shitting, just piles and piles and filling up undies left and right. So he's got to go spend some time on the toilet. He can't deal with this. So Anisa takes the phone and she's like, what do I do? Well, if I send him a text right now, I guarantee you that he'll send it to Ethan and then they can laugh at Ian about how dumb and humiliating this whole situation is and how, he sucks so bad. If I hurry up and send a text, maybe I'll be lucky enough that they'll pull it up on the show. Like, I feel like this is a self-own. Like, you did this on purpose.
And then she's laughing with Gabe about it and on her phone.
Gorgeous Gabe.
I think you're incredibly accurate with this one, Danny, because I was wondering my first thought when I read this was like, wow, what an idiot. What are parentheses even for anymore? Like that. None of the parentheses used are needed. And so I'm wondering either he's having an aside with himself where he has decided to include his own internal monologue. And that's what the parentheses are for. Or what the original message is all iDubbbz would have said, and he put Anisa's additions in parentheses. It's like one, it ends a sentence, and the next sentence starts in a parenthetical. Like what? That's not how that works. It's just another sentence. It's just another line in your line of thinking. It's not an aside. You know what is it for? I don't understand my own language when this man uses it.
Move all the parentheses out then and just read it. It says, "Hey Michael, but saw your face on H3 podcast thumbnail. Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk."
It's good.
Is that a better text message than with the parentheses?
Yeah, you don't need it.
It's less embarrassing, that's for sure. It's not. Oh, okay. Headbug says it's to indicate empathy.
Oh, yeah.
It's the empathy indicators. Okay, he's got.
I'm hoping it's just clickbait, as if that little passive aggressive nudge might be enough to get them. Well, I hope you wouldn't think to cross me, would you?
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm just kidding. I take it all back. All right. Overuse of parentheses is perfectly fine.
Now we're about to get real petty with it. Okay.
I'm getting back on my fence.
Let's get in. This is like the nitty gritty. This is really what that Yeet guy shines with. Okay. If you ask me, like the best thing that the Yeet dude, the crying laughing emoji on Twitter, the best thing that he does is compile these very super petty tiny clips to just embarrass people. Okay. And he did a masterful job with the whole Mike on H3 clips here. Let's watch this one. It says tonsil stones are because you're not brushing your teeth, Ian.
Oh, jeez.
Trigger warning or whatever. Gross warning. Stop eating again.
Something. It's alleged by Anisa herself that Ian has both bad breath and he shits in his pants frequently. Do you have any data on that? Having been in close proximity with him?
No. I don't want to just talk shit about him, but like there would be times, for example, before.
Isn't this awesome? He does this so many times during this interview where he's like, well, I typically wouldn't make fun of somebody for this, or I don't want to talk shit about him, but
just do it, you coward. It's essentially an I'm not racist, but hold on to this next sentence because it's gonna get a little racist in here. It's
having
just sort of
said
like,
that,
just fucking say it and say it with your chest. You know, oh, I wouldn't normally make fun of people who stink. You can do it. It's perfectly acceptable to say, hey, this bum had 2-a-days and he refused to shower and he came back in the same stinky fucking clothes. It's perfectly fine to make fun of someone for that. Just do it. Don't do the whole, oh, I'm not mean, but I normally wouldn't make fun of some. Just fucking make fun of him for it. You're supposed to be a fighter. You're supposed to coach fighters. This is how you go around it.
He fights with hands, not with words.
That's the wrong guy, I think. I think I misinterpreted this segment. Sorry.
Am I right though? He fights with hands, not with words. Okay. So if Ian wants to fight, you know, they can fight. I'd like to see that too. You know, if they want to solve this problem, Coach Mike could invite him to the ring. I'd be into that. But anyways, let's listen.
No. I don't want to just talk shit about him, but like there would be times, for example, before the first event where he was talking about getting tonsil stones. Yeah. And he was saying he was going to get strep throat because he had tonsil stones. Ew. And I said, Ian, tonsil stones don't cause strep throat. Tonsil stones are because you're not brushing your fucking teeth. And
yeah, have you ever heard of this phenomenon? You get tonsil stones and it'll give you strep throat. How do you even, I mean, he said like you get tonsil stones from not brushing your teeth. That's how you get them? Because I've never had tonsil stones. So I'm glad, I guess. What the fuck is a tonsil stone? Like I've seen like who was the politician that was like talking on camera or whatever. And all of a sudden he like coughs up a fucking stone out of his mouth. And you're like, what the fuck was that? I don't have a lot of experience with tonsil stones, Kevin.
Yeah, me either. I am not familiar. I've never had to deal with a, knock on wood here, no stones of any kind, whether they be tonsil, kidney. I feel like they're all bad. They all sound very painful. I don't want any kind of rocks in my body.
I've had a kidney stone. That's kidney stones are the ones you plop out of your pee. Because I definitely was at. I definitely have plopped a couple stones.
No.
No, this is like a long time ago, but it does feel kind of interesting to like shoot a like you're used to liquid and like pee and stuff coming out of your ding-a-ling, but it's an interesting one when you like get a chunk, you know.
Wow, we are just losing subscribers left and
you
right.
You just hear it plunk, plunk. No, I've never
have some back and forth here on the because I've heard of people getting their tonsils removed. So honestly, that was my first correlation, was like, oh, tonsil stones probably just means you need your tonsils removed.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I can't confirm one way or the other if Ian brushes his teeth or not. The gold tooth, I think, is an indicator
that
he's
does
not likely brushing his teeth, but
different problems for different folks. Okay,
maybe he just thinks that's a really cool tooth.
All the stones in my body suck.
I don't want any more stones.
Hash is full of stones. All right.
So he was like, "Oh, okay, hygiene." And I'm like, yeah, fool. Like, you need to brush your teeth, and you like.
Wait, hold on. That shouldn't be something you need to hear from your boxing coach. Brush your teeth. That's something.
Is that true? Do you agree with that? You think tonsil and kidney stones is worse than poop and butts? I mean, poop is poop. It's poop.
I mean,
fecal poop is worse than a stone. Okay. First, I also want to correct the record. I've never had a kidney stone. That was all joke. I don't know.
Liar. What a Weasley little liar, dude.
One of my buddies definitely has had one and like told me about the experience or whatever. So like I've heard about it before, but I really don't know.
Wow. Manufactured stone drama content, guys. Can you believe it? We really are on the lol clout now.
Poop I know all about, though. We can talk about poop for days.
Whoops,
Chris, what did Chris say here? Tonsil and kidney stones are chronic things. It makes them way more gross. Ugh. Ugh.
Danny is a fake kidney stone stolen valor, dude.
I am a fake stoner. He's also never pooped. That's not true. In fact, I may be pooping right now.
Oh, yeah. Ever since I've known you, you've always been just shitting yourself.
If you hear me start grunting.
See, that's it. Knowledge he should have come to you with.
Yeah. He was worried about getting sick. Like, so, yeah. So
was it Creative Clash 1 or 2 where Anisa sent us? It was the day of training for one of the CC1 or 2. I can't remember which one. And she sent us a video, a photo of his tongue. And she said, "Oh, I think he might have like bad breath, and it's causing."
Tonsil. She said tonsil stuff.
Hold on. Go back. Why did you send me a picture of this?
Yeah, don't you talk to him? I mean, they all keep a good distance away from him. They know better.
Like, well, Ian's not allowed to kiss me on the mouth, but I hear he has bad breath. My boyfriend told me. It's like, what do you mean? You think?
This whole thing is bizarre to me, though, Kevin. Like, have you ever heard of such a thing? Like, the fighter is worried he's gonna get sick and strep throat or whatever, so he opens his he does the whole fucking doctor thing when they put the stick on your tongue, you know, say he does a fucking tongue pick for him. This had to be an Anisa idea. She's like, here, let's see if we can convince him with the tongue pick. Like, what?
Yeah, it was probably Anisa's
more
idea.
Embarrassing shit.
But yeah, there are tons of guys like iDubbbz. I think the term I hear a lot is Facebook fighter, where they just they want the appearance of being an MMA fighter or a boxer, and so they'll go to the gym every once in a while, of course posting photos and videos when they're there,
right?
They'll talk a lot of trash, and wouldn't you know it, somehow, some way they get hurt. You know, I've heard stories of guys like, oh, I got hurt the day of the fight. Like, why are you sparring the morning of the fight? You're not. You're lying. You just don't want to fight. So like there are
so he was pussing out.
Yes, exactly. It happens a lot, especially at his level of the fight game. When you think about like first time fight or whatever, the stakes were a lot higher for him, stupidly, than they would be for your normal debuting fighter who's fighting in front of maybe a couple hundred people sometimes maybe just a few dozen people. So yeah, he just I think he was trying to chicken out a little bit there, and Anisa was the one who said, well, let's just send him a picture of your tongue. Probably just needs to drink water, would be my guess. He probably just had like a dehydrated tongue, and they're just like, oh god, I might have strep throat, so I can't box. Like, get them.
So here's more Ian Johma stink talk, okay?
Yeah.
She's fine releasing everything, but she won't talk to him about it. I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah, and
like I didn't
Hold
feel
on,
like
guys.
it was my
I got to
place.
sit on that for a sec. He's stunk up the gym so bad you had to move him away from people.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me just sit with that.
0.5 hotter, as if like he fucking his breath didn't stink all the time.
All the time.
Like, can you imagine your significant other saying that about you? What the fuck? He would be I mean, you know, if somebody were to ask me to rate my wife on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm saying 10 every time, because happy wife, happy life. I think she's the most beautiful thing. That's why I married her. Like, what the fuck are you? In every scenario, you say 10. Duh. I guess Anisa's just like, though, well, he's a 9.5 if his fucking breath didn't smell like ass. If he didn't stink.
I know, and it's like, how is that only
What?
worth 0.5? That's crazy. He's a 9.5. Just got that shit mouth. I just can't be within 3 feet of him. Other than that, I'm super turned on by him.
He's so hot. His breath just smells like a butthole.
It is, what a weird thing.
Yeah.
Another question. I heard that Anisa was talking shit about me and us even before Creator Clash 1.
Yeah, she had said, like, I forget what she said, like, but she had said that she didn't like associating with you guys for some reason, but then like you had been doing better or something, so they were happy to go on your show. It was it was vague, but because she would talk, she would kind of talk poorly about a lot of different people, so it was easy to just lose track of it. But yeah, she definitely had mentioned like something about you and Hila, and like, or maybe it was just you. But somebody had done something that had offended her at one point. So she thought, yeah, so she felt like you guys weren't like good people or something.
So even then, you know these kind of people. Like, you know these kind of, everybody knows this kind of person. Everybody knows one of these that's like the lady, she goes around, she gets all the juicy gossip from everybody, you know, and she spreads it too. She's like that catty. Or it could be a guy too. You know, I am sure that there are plenty of guys out there. We were just talking about Anisa here, but yeah, they're like, you know, what's your drama today? And then they go to the other friend and they're like, did you hear about so-and-so and what they're up to? Like, seriously, Ethan Klein, like, have you heard what he's up to? This guy.
Gotta be careful around them folks, because never believe you're the one person they aren't talking shit about when you're not in the room.
So this was an important one that I wanted to bring up before we get out of here. Okay. They talk about the allegations that have been brought up previously that talking about the allegations finally. Okay. People had been saying that they invited creators out, paid for creators to stay in the hotels, yada, yada. We weren't really sure. It was kind of just like a, he said, she said, he said, she said.
Something about seashells by the seashore,
right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's factualized here, okay, from Mike and Kate. They say they brought out creators, they paid for creators, they paid for even not creators, they paid for Froggy Tonic to come and hang. Let's listen.
Details that you guys shared with me. For example, one being that I think it was you, Kate, that mentioned that he and Anisa did in fact pay for Hassan and all of his compadres to travel to and stay at Creator Clash 2.
Yes. Yeah, so they were talking about that long before, about how they had to fly in all these people. They were first of all, they rented the hotel for over 300 creators.
Wow. Rented a hotel for over 300
in
creators.
this economy, dog.
So let's just add, start adding it up. Tons of money to just rent out a hotel for 300 plus creators.
And flew a lot of them in. When the first year it was much more scaled back. We just had a couple floors. of like some place, like a nice sweet place, but it wasn't extravagant at all. And then the second year, they did that full hotel for 300 creators. They flew a lot of people in. One of the people they flew in was Froggy Tonic, and they flew him in from France.
That's insane.
And
so they flew in that fucking weird commie fit nerd that talks all this shit online. They flew him in from France. Like, the weird thing about it is, like, this is just some rando that they met online, you know, and like he helped him with some Creator Clash edits, I guess. Like, that's what they had him for, is like doing promo or something, or I don't know. He was in some sort of collaboration with them on the video end of this Creator Clash stuff, and they were like so tight with him after working with him from the first one that they're gonna fly him out, him and his crew is what they're about to allege, him and his crew out from France to do this documentary. I mean, like, who is this guy? You're gonna really spend your money on somebody here could easily do your documentary or whatever. You got a guy. I'm sure you know a guy that would love to do the documentary. You fly the guy in.
Who filmed Full Force? Who filmed that Dax Flame abomination? Who filmed?
Right, it's just
getting
stupid.
away with it.
Nope.
Also, I think it's brilliant to bring in a videographer from another country who then also has to bring his own cameraman. It's like, no, dude, that's your job. You're gonna, what are you gonna do? You're gonna direct the behind the scenes. Just hold the fucking camera, idiot. Get a stand. You don't need to direct a cameraman for behind the scenes footage. What a grift. What a fleece job.
Oh, yeah. The funnier part to think about all this, too, is that, and I think they'll say it here as we watch along, is that the documentary never even sees the light of day. We haven't seen a Creator Clash documentary from these people. So not only did they waste money by flying in a guy from France to do it, but he didn't even do it. So interesting.
Yeah, because Sam Hyde's not here to bully him into
he was there to sell.
Right. You said Sam's not here to bully him into releasing it.
Yeah, if somebody else had their own behind the scenes footage, we'd have gotten this documentary, but there's nobody to force him to do it.
Salvage the documentary.
Yeah.
And that was super offensive to us because we're like, what do you mean salvage the documentary? And he said his job was to go around and like film Anisa having interactions with everyone. So we didn't know if that meant they were going to make the second documentary.
Anisa specifically, too, he says. He came to film Anisa interacting with people. iDubbbz is the fighter. Also, the guy. Like, how delusional are you, Anisa? Okay? Every step of the way, she has been. Like, I know that you want to be the star of the show, but your husband literally was the guy making the videos and doing all the shit. And he's also the one headlining and fighting in both of them. Okay? If anybody wants to hear somebody talk about Creator Clash shit, it's the guy. iDubbbz, the fucking YouTuber guy. That's the one that's leading the YouTuber boxing event. What, dude, nobody cares what the fuck you're a happy addendum. You're a happy addition to it, Anisa, okay? You could be there with Ian and give your little piece or whatever, but why is the world centered around this bitch? Okay? Why are they going to work out with the boxing coach, and they have to split the time between Anisa and Ian to fucking spar with or to practice with the guy? Who cares if you're good at boxing, Anisa? You're not even in the fucking event, bitch. What the fuck do we care if you can box? What the fuck do we care about this pinned video of you going ham in the fucking box? Nobody cares. You don't even box.
Short arm bullshit Instagram punches, by the way.
She's been hitting her head too many times, dude. She's lost.
I will say this, Danny. However, I don't disagree with anything you just said, but I will say this. If someone had recorded a documentary of what it was like to work with Anisa behind the scenes, just based on these two, can you imagine like what she would have said to people at like that work for the venue? Or I think there could have been a lot of entertainment to watch her just being herself and being really shitty and passive aggressive and stupid in all these business interactions. And then maybe like, what was that guy who did the budget when he makes like the budget videos and he embarrassed Boogie by showing how much he spent on prostitution? We need that guy to do a P&L and have the numbers side by side. So they show you Anisa just completely shitting the bed and fucking something up. And then there's a little counter being like, and that mistake just cost them another $20,000. Like I would watch that twice. I would watch it and then watch it a second time with the notebook and make a full-on review of it. I think
It's like-
that would sell me.
It's like Cinema Sins, except they do like it's money count instead of just sins.
Yeah.
Like every time they do something, it's like ding, it's a 100K off or whatever.
Welcome back to Charity Sins, where we point out all the time you could have given money to a good cause instead of using it like a shield to hide from criticism. You stupid bastards.
About how, or the actual documentary about how like Anisa was responsible for the event, because she did put a lot of work in for the first event and she did put a lot of work in for the second, but at the same time, in the first event, she didn't get credit for it. So she felt like she deserved all the credit. So I think that's why they paid Froggy Tonic to come film her and follow her around for the second event. But yeah, they flew in a lot of people. They rented out the whole hotel for 300 creators. And when we asked them if Ian's dad was going to be there, because he was there for the first event, they said they couldn't afford to fly Ian's dad in. It was too expensive.
So obsessed with her own ego. Okay. So obsessed with her own, like she just so obsessed with herself that instead of flying Ian's dad out so that he can see his son fight and enjoy the time afterwards, celebration or whatever the fuck with them, instead of doing that, Anisa has to fly in people that are going to film her from France. She's got to fly in her streamer friends that are going to come and say how great she is now, who are also just going out on a limb to defend her online for the stupid shit she says and does. Like, it's all about her every step of the way. Every step of the way, dude. What the fuck? To the point where she's not only humiliating Ian, but also isolating him from his friends and family, it seems like. Dad can't even make it to the event because I said so. My friend Hassan has to come here so he can fuck me in the butt in the back instead of your dad being here. Sorry. It's infuriatingly pathetic.
It's real bad. I love the fact that she didn't think she got enough credit the first time. That's something I can relate to, Danny. I don't understand why Carnage Media, when it's time for pay-per-views, why they aren't having just a single cameraman dedicated to me and the rest of the commentary table and just showing us, I want one of those stylized walk-ins where people see me get out of my car and I'm like dragging my suitcase, like they do right before an NBA Finals game where they're like, oh my God, and here comes the star of the show. Everything's about him, the play-by-play commentator right here. Like, and then just this whole just really high effort, high production value, mini documentaries about me. Cause that's why everyone's here. None of those paying customers are there to watch any of the 12 to 20 fights we're putting on. They are literally all there to see me. They can't hear me, actually. Only the ones who are watching via pay-per-view can hear me. But nonetheless, just being in my presence is what really generates the value of that ticket. So yeah, I absolutely. I can completely see where Anisa is coming from. Why shouldn't she get all the attention? Everyone's there for her, right?
Dude, Headbug is really onto something here. Jade says, Ian must be sterile because there's no way she's not attaching herself to him with a child by choice. I mean, I think that's a really good point, but I also struggle with it a little bit because honestly, I think that she's like holding out for somebody else, to be honest. Maybe for fucking Gentle Gus or whatever at the gym. I forget what his name was. But you know what I mean? Like, I think that she doesn't want to get, like, they're married, obviously, but that doesn't matter. You can get divorced. That doesn't matter. In the long term, that doesn't really matter. The kid is more of a stickler because you both have to take care of the kid. You can null and void the marriage. You know what I mean? So I think really she's avoiding having a kid with him because she knows that she like is hoping, she doesn't know, but she's hoping that Hassan's going to hit her up to be his bitch now. Like, oh, I've always loved you and wanted you. Please come be my woman. Or one of these, I mean, like anybody that's cooler and more important than Ian, because she has no respect. And she has, you can tell by the way she talks about him. She doesn't even, there's no like adoration for the guy. She's just all about humiliating him. So to me, it just seems like she's using him as like well, this is fine. I can be rich and have fun doing the stuff that I want to do with this guy until the real guy comes along. And then I'll have the kids or whatever and blah, blah, blah. Now, V-Dub's probably correct here too, though. She's too selfish for kids. That's probably ultimately true.
In no world could she be a parent.
Oh, God.
Ooh,
Well, she's a trad
vlogger.
She's a trad wife now. That's what would happen to them. Imagine that. iDubbbz's life eventually becomes he's daddy of 5 with Anisa and their fucking kid because she's washed up and he can't do
Mr. Mom. Ian
he's gonna
Johma.
he's gonna do like baby food rankings with his child.
Oh yes, dude.
Or he's gonna do iDubbbz complaints like shitty diapers or whatever.
Yeah. The shrinkflation of Gerber applesauce. I can't wait. And oh my God, I'm just so excited for that.
But last but certainly not least, okay, like I had told you, okay, the sweepers are now out. Anisa's friends or whatever, her flying out friends, her fair weather friends, her clouded up buddies online, they're coming out to defend them now. Okay, obviously, if evil Ethan Klein says anything, they've got to be starkly against it no matter what. Okay, so watch this. I love to clown on this guy always. The Do Not Worry pod guy, fucking Milhouse, absolute loser. This is lowest of the low in terms of content on YouTube. And this motherfucker, okay, after hearing such a courageous is the better word. Such a courageous story from Kate, where she was a child bride and she broke out and now she's an activist against it, trying to pass legislation to fight against it. Okay. After hearing such a amazing and incredible story of victory from Kate. Okay. Milhouse decides to give his piece. So what does Milhouse have to say about a child bride? What do you think? What do you think he has to say about that?
Probably not anything good. I would imagine. I mean, first of all, man, he kind of looks like he's still a child.
It is, I get that you're
a
talking
weird
about like
setup. It's a very young setup.
Well, you should wait until you see his interns. It's like he has 2 ladies straight out of high school to be his 1s and 2s or whatever. You'll see.
I'm very concerned. Okay.
Me too. I'm with you. I'm very concerned. When it comes to Milhouse here, I'm very concerned about everything he's doing. But let's listen to what he has to say about the tragic story of the child bride and the courageous story of her escaping and becoming what she is today.
Story later. So apparently this lady was like a child bride. She's been through some shit. So obviously, she has like her own like a non-profit charity to help save other child brides. Good on her, okay, but that doesn't mean she's a good person. You are a shitty person, ma'am. I don't give a fuck what you've been through in your life. You are still a fucking horrible person, and we are not going to listen to the section where she talks about her fucking charity. Okay, talks about childhood surviving child marriage. You know what? Maybe if you weren't such a piece of shit, I would have listened to you and given a shit about your story later. So
basically, he's saying. He's basically saying, hey, I know you were a victim as a child, sold off as a child bride, had 2 kids underage with a fucking creepy husband of yours or whatever. I know all this tragedy happened to you, and I know you overcame it. But since you went on a podcast and had a few bad things to say about this guy I like, because it's not like they went on there and called him a fucking pedophile or a fucking murderer or a rapist or something. No, they said he stinks.
Yeah,
and he has bad breath.
He doesn't bathe.
Yeah, because you came on this show and said that my friend is stinky and has bad breath, fuck you. I don't care about what happened to you. You're a terrible person, okay? Fuck you and everything you're about. All this activism that you do, fuck off, okay? Seriously, I can't believe that you would call my friend stinky. Like, one of the absolute most mind-blowing clips I've heard from this dork.
And Sleek says right here, and he talks shit, and I believe we've seen instances of that on previous episodes of this show. So she's a piece of shit for doing the thing that he does every day.
He's doing it right here. Like, this is case in point. He's talking shit about this lady, okay, for no reason other than she doesn't like his friend. Does that make you a piece of shit then? Do not worry, pod, nerd, Milhouse.
No wonder he has the bedroom setup of a fucking 8-year-old with logic like that. What an imbecile.
He's got the toy car bed, just like Hassan. It's just off frame, you know?
Mike, if he didn't have that luscious beard, I would honestly think he is a teenager with opinions and a bedroom like that. Also, how does he even get out? His desk, he is trapped eternally in between that wall and his desk. I have no idea how he gets out. David Copperfield couldn't get in and out of that desk. It's absurd.
Yeah, Sleek says Froggy Fresh said they talked mad shit about dad behind his back too, which is just tragic because that guy like loves them so much. And yeah, I can just imagine Anisa being a fucking bitch about him too. But,
dude, I feel bad about that one, but I kind of get it because dad seems weird. Like the kind of weird dude that you would, like, you'll go out for a beer with him, but you're going to invite other friends too because you just really don't want that much one-on-one time with the guy.
Okay, fair enough.
You always know where the bathroom is, so you can just, sometimes you just need 5 minutes because like the dude just will not fucking shut up about the weirdest shit. He's got so much energy. Like, how does he have this much energy? It gives me vibes of like I don't know. I don't think I'd want to hang out with dad either.
I feel you. He's a little weird guy.
I'm giving him a pass on dad.
But the one guy that's like so gung ho. Right. Also, one of the guys that's one of the only people in the whole event that's had a viral thing roll out of it because his whole Joe Rogan moment. I mean, that dad's Joe Rogan moment might be the biggest advertisement that Creator Clash has had in the entirety in the whole thing. Am I right?
At least that they use, other than Froggy Fresh and Sam Hyde, which they decided to burn the money instead, like idiots. Yeah. And to add to that, outside and maybe even above Harley, I don't think anyone has done more work trying to promote it outside of just that, like that viral moment. He has no control over Joe Rogan being just an idiot, but he has put his own effort. I'm pretty sure that dad announced the new location for Creator Clash 3 before the 3 idiots
we watched
in charge did. Yeah, so I agree. All kidding aside, I do agree with the take that yes, dad is weird, but he does not deserve that treatment. Just joking. He does give me the creeps. All right. This
guy's giving me the creeps right here, Kevin, because it is like his room now. And then he has 2 like pre-teeny bopper chicks on his show. Like this dude is like 40 years old and he has like 2 20-year-olds, his interns, and his room looks like he's like inviting them into their old room in their, when they lived with mom and dad.
What is that no girls allowed looking font? I didn't even like the alien looked like it was for children before before I could read that font. That is awful.
A little diddly in here, I feel.
You know what I imagine, Danny? I think the reason he's so tight in the corner like that is because he's actually doing all of this from his mother's bedroom and she's sitting there watching.
No,
Hercules.
The teenagers here are only agreed to do the show as if he's locked behind a desk and can't get out until they leave the room. They're like, you got to stay back in the corner, okay? I'm not coming in this room unless I at least have a good minute on you to get out of this room before you come get me.
Yeah. This dude seems like the kind of guy that has an escape room in the attic and maybe a human centipede in his basement.
Oh my gosh. It is just so weird to me though that he is like this fucking 40-year-old tattooed looking dude and he's just got 2 teenagers here to talk fucking drama with him and Palestine, of course, too.
Oh right, yeah, give me more teenage opinions on that conflict, please.
And Anisa, if I'm going to give them one piece of advice, if they do want to go down this war, and I said it in the stream, you got to be more aggressive. You've been
really?
way too nice. Either
that's your term.
Go
of
like
choice.
John Wick. You know when John Wick, his puppy died, he went into the room, he took the mallet.
Hey, spoilers.
So
dude,
if this is war, man. If this is war between Ian, Anisa, and Ethan. Do you think? How soon do you think it is before Milhouse here tells Ian he needs to commit genocide on Ethan's family?
It seems like that's where he's going. Oh, they got to decide where they want it to take place in this war here. Like, dude, you've got a pastel skateboard on your wall. Ain't nobody going to war with you of any kind.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they are in court because you touch their children. That's
Everything I do is so important. All right. I'm a trendsetter. I am a taste maker. All right. You want to go to war with me from my stepdad's guest room? All right. You fucking bring it, because I'm going scorched earth on you, just like this here little alien rug I put on my wall.
The nickname Milhouse is so good for him too, because like Milhouse is the most obvious cartoon character that's like gonna grow up into a child diddler kind of thing.
Oh,
he is like you know, the before and after. It's like this is Milhouse during Simpsons, and this is his this is 20 years later.
Feel old yet? Yeah. Golly.
Destroyed the ground, dug out his crates full of weapons, took a shower, revealed his back tattoos and shit. We're like, oh my god, the Baba Yaga. iDubbbz has got to dig out the Baba Yaga.
What is
iDubbbz has got to dig out because Baba Yaga. iDubbbz needs his John Wick moment, or at this point, stay out of it. Either attack and fight fire with fire, or just stay out of it completely. Because
Ian, he's telling you, you need to go murder Ethan Klein right now, like you're from Taken, okay? You need to get your guns and you need to go find Ethan Klein right now, okay? Or else you're a bitch. Just stay out of it, okay? If you're not going to sack up and go get your shotguns or whatever and pony up down there to the H3 Podcast studio, sit it out, okay, buddy? We don't need you.
It looks like this dude. It looks like this dude in between asking other people to, I don't know, become freedom fighters. I don't know what he's talking about, breaking into some cache of weapons. But I noticed that this dude went down to the pier and instead of sitting down with his girlfriend and getting those caricature artists to draw the two of them, he had somebody draw beach caricatures of what I believe are Deadpool and Rocket Raccoon. And I rest my case, Danny. I don't need to say anything else. If that is a personality indicator right there, that tells you, I mean, that just cements everything. We are talking about and listening to an actual child. This is arrested development.
If you look straight ahead here, he's raising it right into our view. The most prominent tattoo you can see the full extent of right there on his arm, a Pokeball.
Oh, of course, dude.
Gotta catch them all.
Okay? Ethan will not stop. And iDubbbz attacks is going to make it worse, and it's going to give Ethan more content. But Ethan is not going to stop regardless. Ethan is going to keep going for iDubbbz and Anisa, even if there's silence. So in my opinion, they need to respond to their dumbass fucking coach and what he said. They need to make a strong fucking comeback. And I got your fucking back, yo. Okay, whatever you guys need, we got you.
So Milhouse assures Ian, he says, come back, okay? Go, you know, end Ethan Klein at his house or whatever, and the H3 podcast. Make sure that's over with. If the police come after you, or if you need a place to like lay low for a little bit after you know, seal the deal, I got you, okay? He actually, I think, does his podcast out of Lebanon. So really what he's saying is like, hey, dude, okay, you do the thing, do your duty, okay, Ian, and then fly over to Lebanon and they won't extradite you or anything. We'll hide you here in my basement.
Have we seen those two young ladies since this podcast? Because if not, Danny, I think I know where those two skulls came
from. Don't you ever say that. Don't you ever say that, okay? That's quite the theory. But we have more, and we're actually going to hear from one of the interns here. So let's listen to this last clip of the show, folks.
Oh, another upside down microphone person. It's almost like only people who suck bring their microphone down. All right. Oh wait, I just forgot. I have a buddy who does that. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Completely acceptable form of microphone standing. Okay.
Another thing of note, just saying, you know, I had made fun of Casey Tron a little bit, saying that like, oh, these smart ladies on Twitch really know what they're doing because she's got her big old sloppers out center frame. Well, Anisa got the memo too. She's got the fucking sloppers out and fucking hanging. She's like, this is the only way. Who are we kidding, huh? Like, the only reason people are going to watch my show today is if I got the sloppers out.
Hey, I'm just saying, if I was going to pay good money to have new boobs put in, I would order them both the same size. So I'm going to say maybe that's why they had to be removed.
Are tits indeed tits when they are?
They are.
Johma's tits? I'm slut shaming, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not slut shaming, okay? Take it back. Because I am pointing out that I'm not pointing out that they're sluts, and I'm not shaming them for being sluts, okay? I'm pointing out that all of these super intelligent, might I add, Twitch streaming ladies know that if they've got the juicers out and flying, okay, the rating is going to go up like 10K viewers, okay? They got all the people out to see the sloppers. When she's got a full shirt on, you know, her concurrent goes down to like the Clout route.
I think she's at her best when she has that bowl cut like Will from Stranger Things. That's peak.
When she has that haircut, you know, and has the sloppers out, I could almost imitate. I could like costume that. I could cosplay that. You know,
she's got a real Jim Carrey Dumb and
prop
Dumber
them up.
type that really
Prop them
gets
up
me
a little
going.
bit, you know. I'll grow my hair out, even though it's a little thin in places. I'm sure Anisa's doesn't look too much different than mine. I could be a booby streamer if I wanted to.
You have Ian in the chair just saying, let's throw another shrimp on the bobby.
Okay, V-Dub, okay. What are you the tits police now or something?
Oh,
are we getting policed on every time I bring up tits? Okay. Sorry that her tits are fucking center frame here, okay?
Oh God, you know.
I can't help it, okay? I can't help it. And I also did not call Ghislaine a slut for having her sloppers out. I just said that, you know, Elon hangs out. It's another case in point here. Ghislaine knew, okay? Ghislaine knew if she had the sloppers out that it was a lot easier to traffic a bunch of fucking humans to an island for Epstein, you know? She's the sloppers. While the men are distracted with the big old, you know, gazongas out talking to Ghislaine, you've got Epstein actually stealing the children and throwing them into vans in the other room. You know, that's how the operation ran, folks. Okay. Tits are tits. Sometimes they're used as, you know,
the Kansas titty shuffle.
Are we saying, I am saying right here, right now that Ghislaine Maxwell's tits are responsible for all the tragic things that's happened to those children. Just saying.
It has been a very tit-centric show, it sounds like.
Denims is the titty streamer I'm talking about, okay? Casey Tron, Denims, Anisa, they are all lumped in the same bow, okay? So if we're really talking about how many instances that I brought up sloppy titties on the stream, it's only Ghislaine and then titty streamers, okay? So that's 2 instances, okay? So don't call me a pig, all right? It was 2 instances of bringing up tits, okay? It's not that it's not that big of a deal. It's not that much.
Johma is her last name, so they took her last name. They're making fun of that now. Like, oh, he's such a cuck.
Some guys like being cucks. What's it to you?
If he likes being a cuck, let him be a cuck, bro. He might be a cuck.
Let men be cucks.
He might be a cuck, bro. iDubbbz could be. He might love being a cuck. Also, what's wrong? Let him
Dude, even that other co-host. Did you see that? Never in my life have I seen someone so disinterested. She's got her microphone above her head.
Looking at her phone.
She's just staring at her phone like, when the fuck do I get to leave?
Why am I paid enough for this?
The other girl's like, some men like to be cucked. Yeah, that is actually a true story. I don't know how, but it's apparently a thing. So yeah.
Daddy Kevin, what's happening?
Titty and Thompson's episode.
But, you know, honestly, this clip here is so funny to me. This sounds like Anisa sent him notes or something. She's like, yeah, make sure you go on and on about that part where he's a cuck, and it's not that bad to be a cuck, okay? Somebody needs to be out here saying, it's not that big of a deal if you're a cuck. Let men be cucks, exactly. Hash is with it. See, I'm telling you. There are people out here that feel disenfranchised, okay? That feel down because all these people are out here saying, cuck this, cuck that, cuck suck, you know? Hey, it's not so bad being a cuck, apparently, you know? Milhouse is telling us right now it's okay to be a cuck, Ian. I love that specifically. He's like, maybe he is a cuck. It's okay.
So
if he's
what? So maybe there are other cucks on that podcast right now. It's just what's the big deal, guys? I think what we need to do here is funnel it, Danny. We need to add a little filtration to this, and much like incel, maybe, and forgive me, it's not the most exciting word to say, but it's sort of like an in cuck, right? So it's like if that's your kind of thing, like if you're into it. Nothing wrong with that. That's your own personal choice. But if you are made to be a cuck because you have no backbone and no one's ever slept with you before and you just can't imagine going back to jerking off regularly and therefore you allow yourself to be cucked when it is not one of your kinks, I feel like that's the one that everybody's actually trying to poke fun of. And instead of there being a Venn diagram, just the whole population of cucks is just getting fucking carpet bombed, and it's really not fair. It should be strategic drone strike on the involuntary cucks.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, if you're a loud and proud cuck, then it's fine. If you're cool, if you're like, yeah, I'm a cuck, okay, and I like that shit, and it's cool. If you're a loud and proud cuck, it's fine. It's when you're a closeted, shamed cuck that it's bad, right? When you're like Ian and you like won't admit to it and you're constantly, dodging it or like hinting at it, but making jokes like, yeah, they all think I'm a cuck, don't they? He won't admit. Okay. He needs to admit if he was proud about it.
Whoops. Trying out a man doesn't make you gay unless you like it.
Well, okay. Hash, you know what? You said that. Now we're going to have a farewell clip before we get out of here because there's one more. We got to celebrate pride here. Okay. With our fellow egg. And Hash says, sometimes a man tries out a man and you don't even, you got to let a man try out another man and see if he's into other men. And if he's not, he'll know. Okay. He'll know. He's like, ew, no, okay, I'm not into that. But, you got to be okay with a man kissing another man every once in a while, right?
You just got to bro down. Otherwise, how would you know?
You got to let him try it out, okay? And Tectone is going to tell us here how he tried it out for Pride Month. We're fine. I shouldn't have went there.
You're all a bunch of cucks.
And me and Trevor to make out in front of him. And it was literally me and Trevor and like 9 other women. Right. So it was pretty fucking insane. Right.
Okay.
And so
exit out. Can I do
there
that
was
already?
like this OC.
Dude, there was like 12 chicks there, dude. They're all super into me.
You're saying X the doubt, but I hope to God that he's telling the truth. If this is real.
So you mean to tell me he was hanging out with as many women as he has dirty shaker cups on his desk right now? What is it with these people that don't work a fucking job and spend their whole day at the same goddamn desk and they can't bother to remove the 8 fucking dirty cups from that desk? Look at like, what is wrong with you?
At least
how fucking hard is it?
At least it's the plain. The plain ones are front and center here, Kevin. Okay, the waifu like pinup ones are the ones that he hides in the back. Okay, like the anime booby ones, he hides them back here. Okay. Also, this is not another booby moment. Okay, I'm sorry that Tectone has boobies on his shaker cups. Okay, that's his fault.
This is how you get
nothing to do with me.
Probably, by the way, right? Just drinking out of rancid fucking
just gamer
shaker cups.
In general,
it's like, oh, this one's still got a little left in it. It's like, no, dude, that's actually mold.
That's what tonsil stones are these days. Okay, these streamer boys get tonsil stones because they're drinking these gamer sups, and the powder that doesn't get mixed up gets caught in their throat. Okay, and then they're spitting out rocks of fucking gamer sup powder.
Yeah, pretty soon this guy's gonna be fucking snorting that shit. Just like, oh, you cut your gamer subs with water. Like a pussy. You're just gonna pour the whole fucking scoop of powder right down his throat. Jesus, dude.
All right, we're gonna celebrate Pride here. Here's our Pride minute. Let's listen.
Of like car.
Dude, no shot. I'm sorry I stopped it, but there's somebody in chat here. If you look at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down, okay? Gays for Trump 24 says hot in the chat. This is
what
like
an identity, dude. Can we interview Gays for Trump 24?
Gays for Trump has like some kind of alert system on his computer where it's like anytime somebody's gonna talk about two men making out, he gets a notification and jumps in chat real quick because
it's in all caps if they're bald.
It's hard for me to believe that
shit.
Tectone just has Gays for Trump 24 hanging out in his chat all the time. This is a regular viewer. Gays for Trump, a regular donator.
It sounds like Tectone would get along with our friend Chet Holmgren. Apparently, all of these books behind him are picture books. Maybe they're strategy guides.
It's called manga. Okay, get real. Okay, you're clearly not a connoisseur of the anime pinup girls like he is.
Arcat wearing Gamzee's outfit and Gamzee's wearing Karkit outfit. So we got naked in front of all these chicks.
Okay.
And we swapped clothes.
Normal.
And
totally normal so far.
Do we put each other's penises in our mouths?
Sucked it.
And that's when it got weird. Oh.
In front of all these women, like screaming and howling. Right? Like they are like ferocious, horny women.
I'll tell you what.
Right,
I was in a lot of situations where my friends and I, my hairy, disgusting friends and I were at bars with women and shit and yada yada. And I don't think one single time, maybe this just means that my friend group are a bunch of squares, but I don't think one single time the women hanging out with us were like, I wish one of you guys would kiss. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that might have been the furthest thing from their minds.
Rural chicks are real into that, dude. They're like, yeah. We're gonna take you up to Brokeback Mountain, boys.
But okay.
No, this is a Michael Scott 40-year-old virgin, Bo Black's titty banging in the theater. This is a story that a man who has not had a lot of interactions with women will make up for other men who do not have lots of interactions with women, and therefore all of their versions of these stories are these fucking bullshit bravado. Oh, I did this, it was so cool, and nobody knows to call them out because they've never even been in a room where there were 9 women there since graduation. They haven't had that many women within the same 4 walls of them. So they're like, oh yeah, dude, that totally tracks. But chicks are such fucking sluts, dude. So you mean to tell me 9 women just watched you guys change clothes, because that's something anyone would want to see, and then after that they had you guys kiss, because the 9 of them were so horny for the 2 of you that what they wanted to do is pull a JOHMATALK and watch, because all of a sudden it's gone from being a niche to just our default setting. We're all cucks now, literally. All anyone wants to do is watch this dude. They probably wanted to watch this guy kiss the other guy because they think Tectone has poison ivy powers, because anytime he breathes on someone, they die from rancid gamer subs because he doesn't wash his fucking cups. Wash your cups.
And I mean this genuinely. Kissing without sexual attraction
is gay.
It felt like nothing. His lips were so chapped.
Don't be so sexy.
My stubble on his stubble.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting hot.
Don't get me started.
It felt like eating food.
Damn. Oh,
it felt like absolute nothing.
This guy could write smut.
It sounds so sexy though, doesn't it? It's like chapped lips, stubble. It tasted like food. I can't wait to kiss a guy
on my cheek. Like, oh boy.
This kissing guys thing sounds great, dude. I cannot wait. There's nothing I wanted to do more than kiss on some sandpaper lips, have the hair of my beard just rub up against another guy's hair, and just the taste of McDonald's French fries.
I am interested. I'm intrigued by how much he remembers of the experience. Just like Edbug said, totally convinced. None of that. He was not into any of it. That's why he remembers everything in vivid detail.
All right, folks. So me and Kevin are going to get out of here so we can go kiss, chap lips or whatever. So we're going to read the chat and talk to you all later. I'm going to try to go through this one quick because we are already over.
I got to wash this cup, by the way. We got to hurry up.
Better.
I got 12 of these around. I got to finally wash one.
You're not brave enough to show your room, Kevin.
Yeah, if you're going to be a degenerate, just hide your filth like a normal person.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Kango was here. Sleek the Geek, Headbug, V-Dub, Bite Size Vikes, okay, also here. Andy Zucchini at the top.
Right.
All right. Chris was here. Thank you, Chris. Did I say
Ass
Sleek
Cakes.
the Geek? Ass Cakes. Also in the chat somewhere. I said V-Dub. Who did I miss?
Hash in there.
Hash was here. Haven't got the
Executive
Hash.
producer. Poland Spring.
Poland Spring was here as well. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Oh, Alex McNulty was here. Appreciate him. I haven't seen him ever drop into a stream. That's interesting. He liked my dancing, my British rendition.
Ooh, make a little dance.
Let's dance together, Alex McNulty. I'll dance with you.
Bonds will make her dance. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for being here. We hope you liked the stream. Okay. We had a lot of titty talk, a lot of Joma talk, a lot of Elon talk. Okay. It was fun. I had a good time. Okay. A little more politics and a little less Joma is fine with me every once in a while, right? Still a lot of
It's
Joma,
just
though.
like, would you rather drink bleach or antifreeze? You know?
Well, I heard antifreeze tastes good.
One
so-
tastes better, I guess. but
Exactly. That's the one I go with.
That was a bad one. I got to work on that. We'll switch to rubbing alcohol for the next time. I use that.
All right. Well, Kevin, tell them what you got coming up, and then we shall see them next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay. The late show with us next week because you will all be visiting with your fathers like you should be. Okay. Not me, though, but you might be, you know, the
That's
tumultuous.
right.
What did I say that my father did to me earlier today? Something about, oh, yeah, he told me, quit crying, bitch. Quit your crying, pansy.
Y'all give you something to cry about, you little bastard.
So,
yes, Dweeb is coming back. So, as far as the rest of my schedule, we will be back with the live show starting tomorrow. James has come back. So, Monday, Wednesday nights, we will be back for Dweeb. Other than that, no, you can check me out on Carnage Media. Got some fights coming up, and I'm just still calling
it.
football games right now. So, life is a little hectic for a few more weeks, and then maybe you might see a little bit more of me around here.
Well, we'd love to see a little bit more Kevin. As much of Kevin as he'll let us see, that's for sure. But anyways, if you guys want to see more Kevin, maybe more than you've ever seen before, who knows what'll happen. Once you get us in the same room, then you can start talking to us about kissing or whatever.
Show you my pimply back hair.
Yeah, we're gonna break out our backs next time, and you can rate, you know, Kevin's versus mine. Who has the better back? Okay. Anyways, thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. Hash, Sleek, Headbug, all V-Dub, all y'all at the end. Appreciate you, and we will talk to you later. Peace. Come check out my pimply hairy back on my OnlyDans. Peace.